Oh, shit. That was funny.
That's right. What's up, G-Show Land? And welcome to another episode of the G-Show Podcast. I am G1, and this is the Geek Out. Whoa! There we go. Yapping on the other thing. Right. Don't worry about it. It's not a clone. Not clones. The clone saga is over and done with. Oh, shit. Get under the bed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is fucking Friday. The beers are cold. The crew is here. We're going to get into it. It's a freestyle Friday. I'm going to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't know what to do. It wasn't nothing really coming down the pipe this week. And then all of a sudden, yesterday and even some today, it was like, okay. I got enough to build something around nothing. And it was good, and we did it, so here we are. Who we? You know them. The co-host, the cohorts when it comes to us here at the G Show. Started with my man, my Idaho birthday boy from last week. Excuse me, I'm all fucked up. JR, what's going on?
Listen, it's great to be here. I'm glad I could sit here and talk to you guys and interact with the audience. I love you all. Thank you for watching all of my movies and videos. I swear to God, I won't do this all the time. I'm lying.
Oh, boy. Donald Schweiderhanger over here, bro. Jesus. Absolutely. This is going to be fucking terrible. Also joining us, my brother from the great state of the tri-state, because you know that is a thing. Shin Rob, a.k.a. Robbie Butterfuck over there.
Robbie Butterfuck over here. Happy Friday beer. Woo!
Yes, boom. And last but not least, been a minute since he's been here, but it's my right hand when it comes to Godzilla on the Block Party. G73, a.k.a. Megzy, a.k.a. my brother Chase. How the hell are you, brother?
I'm doing all right. Listening to a thunderstorm outside and felt like podcasting sounds awesome.
Lovely. We already got some comments in. Robert is like, Silent Hill F, let's go. Shut up, JR. We'll talk about it. Busterzilla, what's up? And hello, Dawn. Happy Friday. It's going to be a good time. Oh, wait a minute. And last but not least, coming in at the fucking very end, my Sid from another crib, Gab Z1. I'm so happy you here. Hello.
Hello. Sorry I didn't see this earlier, but I'm here now.
Hey, how's it going?
Everybody
How are you?
Put your dicks away. Gam's
All
here.
right. This is great. We're all here. The gang's all here. This is what I call a stacked fucking show. Oh my God. This is going to go 20 hours. No, just kidding. Before I start off with the, everything, I gotta touch upon something that happened not last week, but the week before. We didn't get a chance to do it because we was doing the JR's birthday celebration. So I really wanted to touch upon this now because I felt like it was important, right, to touch upon it. So a couple weeks back, something happened in the geekdom that a lot of people were just like, what the fuck is going on? And it caught a lot of people by surprise. And a lot of people were just kind of like, put off by it. But there was another group of people that was kind of like, oh shit. Like it literally came out of nowhere. No one seen this coming. And I gotta be for real here. I'm talking about the greatest swerve in wrestling fucking history.
And his name is John Cena.
That's right. John Cena turns heel. Holy shit, bro. This is like the most amazing thing I've seen this year, period. This year, 2025. This shit was unbelievable. John Cena, the guy used to go to wrestling events and go, John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. Turn fucking heel at the Elimination Chamber. Holy shit. Now, this is where it gets fucked up. Because, me and JR, we usually on his live stream channel watch the wrestling events. But I didn't bring it up. I had shit to do. JR had brought it up, and he was like, I'm going to miss it because I got shit to do. I was like, yeah, don't worry. That's why I didn't say nothing. That's why I didn't say a thing. So I spend the day with the wife. We're watching all the we're marathoning Daredevil, right? Watch Captain America. Like, we were doing the damn thing. And I said, hey, can I just peek real quick? Just peek real quick. Go ahead, baby. You can. All right. Thank you, Mr. G1. And I turn on and I watch a little bit of this here. And I'm like, you know what, though? I'm invested in Daredevil. Let's watch that. Let's go back. Okay, go back. And then I go, all right, babe, can I just check a peek over here? Boom. And it's the end, and it's the men's elimination chamber. And I catch the end. I catch the final CM Punk getting lights out by John Cena, and everybody's cheering. And I'm like, of course. Fucking Cena, of fucking course. Why would it not be John fucking Cena? Can't fucking stand the guy. Then here comes Cody Rhodes. And, they're okay, they're pointing at WrestleMania. Okay, we're going to have, like, the battle of the baby faces of all time, right? Cody being a fucking proper baby face right now. John Cena being the fucking baby face of fucking forever. The man, the never give up man, okay? This motherfucking John Stinker Cena. And then The Rock comes down with some rapper dude. And
Travis Scott, come on.
That's right. I don't know, bro. I gotta be honest. I don't listen to the music of today. I'm sorry. I apologize. I like to listen to the.
Oh, that was a country singer.
Like Wu-Tang Clan. And here they come. And The Rock tells Cody Rhodes, I want your soul. And Cody Rhodes says, go fuck yourself, Rock. And I was like, all right, they get fucking at it, bro. It was crazy. And then John Cena's like, yeah, go fuck yourself, Rock. And they embrace. And Cena's looking at The Rock, and his face changes into what that looks like there. And The Rock gives him the fucking thumb across the neck. And John Cena kicks Cody Rhodes straight in the ding-ding. And it's fucking over. The fucking franchise is finished. It was so glorious. I popped so loud. I jumped out my seat. I popped so loud. I think JR heard me in Idaho. I said, oh, shit. And John Cena went heel. He is a bad guy for the first time. I don't count the thugonomics shit when he first, the professor of thugonomics. He wasn't John Cena yet.
No.
He wasn't John Cena. Once he became the John Cena, the ultimate babyface, it was it. You just love to hate the guy. No, I love to. I hate to love him because I've hated him so much. I love to hate him so much for so long. Now I gotta fucking love him. But at the same time, I don't want him to beat Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. It's such a dilemma. It's such a dilemma. And I swear to God, if I'm not in WrestleMania this motherfucking April, I'm gonna fucking watch it on Peacock. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Yes, we will.
John Cena, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'll go down the line. Who I know JR's gonna watch his wrestling, so I'll start with you. I'll finish with you. But Chase, does this mean anything for you?
I mean, I just like John Cena as a person. I wish I watch UFC, but for some reason I can't watch wrestling. But yet again, I've never really watched wrestling. But if I had the chance to watch it with you and JR, I probably would have a blast. I mean, I like John Cena as a person, so I'm like, rock on, dude. If you can beat the shit out of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, do it.
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen. I think it's a double swerve. But anyway, we'll find out at WrestleMania. Gams, does this mean anything to you?
So John Cena's a villain now, huh?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I mean, he's not a spring chicken anymore, so, what better way to shake up his career than, to go down a road that he thought he'd never take,
Yes.
Becoming a villain, it's like they said in The Dark Knight, you either die the hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And, John Cena, his career has finally lived long enough to see himself become the villain. This is interesting. I'd even watch WrestleMania this year just to see what happens,
Oh, hell yeah. I cannot fucking wait. Apparently, I don't know what's happening on SmackDown tonight. Usually we're podcasting during SmackDown. They didn't show up last week, but they are scheduled to appear in the UK on Monday with a start time of like 12 p.m. And it's great because it's spring break and I'm on vacation. Yes, I'm going to watch it. Rob, does this mean anything to you?
You asked me like 5 months ago, I would have said no, but I've started watching a bunch of like the big events and everything because my boy's a wrestler. He wrestles for the UWA, I believe it's called. So him and his girlfriend are huge wrestling heads. So whenever we hang out and there's an event, I have to watch by proxy, but I ended up really enjoying myself. And watching this unfold the entire time was fucking nuts. I mean, personally, I'm a newbie. Don't take my word for serious. But I really enjoyed the whole night between, the women, the tag team, and then the men's elimination, and then this whole thing. Oh, and Kevin Owens. Yeah, that was fucking wild. It was like watching a movie. But this was nuts because my boy kept saying it's his last year. He's retiring. He's going to WrestleMania. We're not going to be surprised. And then when he, fucking turkey tapped fucking Cody Rhodes, we're all like, what? It was crazy. It was fucking nuts. And it was cool that Rhea Ripley showed up for like 5 seconds. Hurt me.
Yeah, it was
cool. Yeah, it was a great night, but that was like the top of it. Like 100% because he didn't see it coming. His girl didn't see it coming. I sure as shit didn't see it coming. But now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Ending your career off as a heel? Pretty fire.
It's crazy. I don't think anybody's seen it coming. It was like all over the place. It was the best kept secret in wrestling. The fact that John Cena went heel, because I remember when the first Uber face went heel way back in 95, I want to say, when Hulk Hogan went heel. And it Bobby the Brain Heenan blew it up right there. He didn't give a fuck. He was like, yeah, but whose side is he on? No, don't. Bobby, you're better than that. You blew it. But this one, whoa, bro, this one was fantastic. JR, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Are we going to miss any other fucking event after this?
No. We're done. Look, we skipped it. And I fucking, look, most of the event was cheeks. Like, I'm not going to lie. I watched the women's shit, and then I got bored and shut it off. And then I missed this because I'm it's not the same. I'm watching it just at my buddy's house. I'm drinking, eating wing stuff. I'm like, G1 ain't here. We ain't podcasting about it. Like, him and me, we work off each other when we're streaming, dude. Like, we totally fucking just go for broke. We have a good time.
We are color commentary.
Yeah. And I just wasn't feeling it, so I shut it off. And I watched 300. Zack Snyder's 300. Yeah. But yeah, and now I'm like, fuck, we should have fucking done this. And that's why, look, if you go to WrestleMania, like, it's at your back door. I don't fault you for that. But if you don't, we going.
Oh, yeah.
We going hard.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be ridiculous.
The invitation's there. I'll gladly join because I ain't going nowhere.
Listen, and that's an open invitation to all the cohorts here. If you have Peacock, ad-free or non-ad-free, you're welcome to join.
I'm pretty sure it's streaming on Netflix too this year.
Oh, bro. Well, even if it isn't, I account sharing exists, and I use Peacock for wrestling, and that's fucking it.
I would be worried about Peacock. I mean, Netflix and WrestleMania because of the Jake Paul Tyson fight. How that was a bad buffer.
Yeah. So,
well, we'll see. We'll see. Well, if not, I'll sail the 7 seas with a stream because it's gonna happen.
But yeah, this shit is fucking wild. And the fact Cody Rhodes, like, that slap by what was the rapper's name?
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. was thinking of T.J. Miller for some reason.
You could not pay me with the greatest script in the world to allow that fucking scrotal shaving to ever fucking slap me across the face, because fuck off. Nobody likes you. Michael Bay don't even like you, and he killed you in TF4.
You're pretty quick too.
Yeah, that's the friendship with Ryan Reynolds.
That slap was real, and Cody Rhodes has a busted up fucking face and blown eardrum from it.
Yeah.
Which is like, that wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. And it's...
Yeah, go ahead.
And word is, like, come WrestleMania, the eardrum should be healed, but it's just like, it's setting this shit up where it's like, yo, Travis Scott really slapped him. John Cena's turning evil. The Rock's running the show. What do we get? Is it going to be Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes teaming up?
No, it's Roman Reigns.
You don't think so?
No, they already got that match. Roman
Really?
Reigns, Seth Rollins, CM Punk in a triple threat match.
Oh, that's gorgeous. I'm hard.
Yeah,
CM Punk.
Pretty hard.
CM Punk better fucking win. I love that dude right now.
Yeah, it was funny, the busted eardrum thing. Monday Night Raw, Cody Rhodes comes out. You know, he does his intro. When the fucking pyros go off, he kind of flinches and grabs his ear. Selling everything. Sell it, baby. Sell it like a Tesla on a White House lawn. Sell it. I fucking loved it. I was like, let's go.
It's fucking great. So, real quick, because I'm going to have to get myself another drink and, you know, Build a Figure Darkest Night Part 3 showed up. I'm going to get to the comments real quick. So, wifey shows up. I am driving, but tuning in. Just wanted to say JR's Arnold impersonation is killing me all day. P.S. Cena turning evil is hilarious to me.
It's the best.
And then... I was waiting for the roll. There it is. Monsterverse Rodan comes in and says...
What's going on?
That was not Monsterverse Rodan. That was Godzilla 1990, 89. 84. Same thing. Monsterverse Rodan says, I was making out when Cena went heel. Like Showa Rodan laughing at Godzilla getting webbed in the face by Mothra. It's great. So I'll be right back.
All right, well.
I was marking out.
Yeah, that was a very fun time watching a superhero get super ugly. Speaking of superheroes getting super ugly, we've got our very first image of Toxic Avenger! Bro, I've been waiting for fucking 2 years for this. Seriously, since they first announced it. Peter Dinklage is toxic, you know, not in that sense, but fuck yes. Look, he's even got the fucking ballerina dress on. It's perfect.
It is.
I love it. It's got this weird, oh my God, why can't I think? A weird trauma. It fits trauma. It fits Trauma Studios. I fucking love it. I'm worried that weird wonky eye thing is fucking nasty, but I don't know, man. This image, you know what? This image works for me. This one, we'll get to the next one. But yo, Rob, I know we've been waiting for this for a minute, man. What's your thoughts?
Dude, I didn't think we'd ever see this fucking movie. I mean, it's been done. It premiered. It did its thing. And then we get news that it's going to be showing up in theaters in August. Oh, great, fire. And then out of fucking nowhere, here Toxie fucking shows up, and it's like, fuck! It's the perfect combination between cheap and not cheap. He looks fucking fantastic. I mean, my mind goes a mile a minute just looking at him. Looks like he's got brains hanging out of his fucking forearms. He's got the bracelet on. He's got the tutu on. He's got a fucking vest-looking thing. Yeah. It's fire. And I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm the resident figure guy, but whatever he called me. But immediately the first thing that came to mind was, oh boy, I can't wait for the figures. Because this looks like it's going to make for great merchandising, for sure.
Oh, totally agree. Brother Chase, what do you think of these this image, this Toxic Avenger? I mean, look at this image. This image is fucking fire.
I forgot this movie was even coming out.
A lot of people.
With that being said, though, like I like Peter Dinklage, and I remember when they talked about him being in this movie, and I was interested. I've never have heard of Toxic Avenger before, but I thought it was a cool concept. But I like when you showed that picture, I was like, is that Shrek? No. But I'm on board. I think I'm curious to see what it's all about, but I totally forgot that Toxic Avenger was even in the world of existence.
Oh yeah, JR, what about you? You used to watch Toxic Avengers, Toxic Crusaders, Crusaders? Oh, look at times.
So here's the crazy thing. Like, this movie was supposed to come out last year, and it was shown early screenings at, I think it was at like film
Fantastic
festivals.
Fest. It was Fantastic Fest.
Yeah, and it's like the reason it's taken so long to come out is there was a lot of controversy because, I mean, it's Peter Dinklage as the Toxic Avenger. It's a Trauma IP, and if you watch Trauma, you know what the fuck happens in those movies, and apparently it's here. In a mainstream release, and
Yes.
I'm okay with that.
Absolutely.
But that's the stigma around it, and that's why it's been delayed. And finally, Legendary got the balls. Like, let's just fucking release it. And right now, like, as of today, early critic screenings have happened. It's at a 95% Rotten Tomatoes. I'm sure it'll go down. And critic reviews, wait till you see it. Form your own opinion. But that's not bad for a Trauma remake.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing, because even at Fantastic Fest, and I think it's shown at Fantastic Fest in 2023.
Yeah,
So-
that was 2 years ago.
2 years, man, and the word was positive coming out of there.
So, I mean,
Trauma, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
and the design is on fucking point. Like, he looks good. And they teased him in the teaser trailer and shit. They never showed us. This is the first official look, and it's like, I ain't mad at it at all. I love the weird big eye right there. Like, what the fuck? He looks like Crypto Spiridium mixed with a human from Destroy All Humans. Like, it's perfect. I dig it. In the mop. The fact that he's still, bro, the mop. And
so good.
it's gonna work. Like, it's gonna work. For us Trauma fans, this shit is like, yo, we've been waiting, because this is the first time a Trauma film, a big time Trauma film, has ever been in theaters. James Gunn came from Trauma. He brought his Trauma roots with him, especially in Slither, and I dig it. But this is the first time Trauma's been like mainstream theatrically released, and it's good. It's good because it also shows you can do, like, I get it's a remake, but you can do something different, because this ain't the same Toxie we had before.
Nope.
And this Toxie is 3 feet tall. So that's all I'm saying. It's like they're doing some different shit.
Yeah,
But
they are.
staying to the roots.
These pictures do not showcase him looking short. They show a sense of scale. It's very good the way they're taking these photos.
Oh yeah.
He looks tall. That's
And
why
then
I cannot fucking wait. This muscle suit. Imagine Peter Dinklage is really that built. But no. Damn Cams. What do you think of these images?
So, my history with the Toxic Avenger is almost non-existent. I watched the very first one years and years ago, never followed up with any of the sequels, never read any of the comics. I did see the trailer and gameplay for like a side-scrolling beat-em-up Toxic Avenger game that was like in the vein of like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, fucking Shredder's Revenge, like that kind of retro style. I don't know if that game's still coming out or not, but that looked cool. So this is my first time seeing these, and Peter Dinklage as Toxie, that is certainly different. That is certainly different. But Peter Dinklage is a fantastic actor. No matter what stature you're looking at him from, these almost make it look like Toxie's not even like that short. But with it being Peter Dinklage, obviously he is. So would I see this in theaters? Maybe. I'm probably going to have to go back and do a marathon of all the previous Toxic Avenger movies before I see this, though, just so I can, stop being such a heathen and get on all y'all's level, you know?
Goddamn right. That, Trauma has a streaming service, and it's $5 a month.
Really?
So you can watch all of the Toxic Avenger movies, the Toxic Crusaders, everything.
Wait. Everything. Now you're telling me I could watch Class of Nukem High Part 2?
Yes, it's on his streaming service.
And Sergeant Kabuki Man?
Yes, it's on his streaming service.
Kabuki Man!
The problem is you'll probably have to watch it on your phone, because I am not sure if it's on Xbox or anything other than PC and phone, but it exists.
I mean, you could probably watch it via the Edge browser on your Xbox.
Oh, yeah, you actually could. Not only that, I mean, random movie night, I'm sure I could put it on and we could just fucking watch them too.
Yeah.
Oh God. Toxic Avenger versus Sergeant Kabuki Man. Make it happen.
If this movie pops off, I think anything is on the table.
Oh, dude.
Because if a movie like this can survive in modern day with the way everything is, it's done.
So, are these going to be like the other Toxic Avenger movies in that they're going to be pretty low budget?
It's not that it's low budget, because the other ones did. This movie has a moderate budget. It's not super low. It's just not super high. The thing is, they're bringing it to the mainstream. They're adapting it. And the cast is fucking stacked.
Look, it's
absolutely.
It's like an A23 horror movie, right? Did I say that right?
Yeah.
24.
A24. I'm thinking of Disney. I'm sorry. That's later. It's like an A24 horror movie. Make it on the cheap, put it out, get that money back and some opening weekend. Now, I don't think that this is going to do that. And honestly,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Everyone in Jersey's going to see this.
Well, then that's that. Yeah, there is that. And,
Tromaville is New Jersey.
Yes.
Yeah. But then I would like to know what the budget for this was. Because it can't be more than 20 mil. And I'm thinking it's less than, honestly.
But even with that, dude.
Do y'all think this is going to lean more towards practicals?
Oh, absolutely.
It's a trauma movie.
But that's the charm of Trauma. Trauma, fuck, I don't even think they use CG still to this day. It was all practical, done in camera. That's one of the charms. People say they're gutter trash movies, and I would agree. I'm not going to disagree with that point, but dude, they kept it practical.
Apparently, this movie's budget is a staggering $30 million.
Yo, that's enough to make a high fucking, I wouldn't say high class.
Definitely not high class, but high quality.
It's interesting proposing the question of practical effects and stuff, because we have actually a few big productions coming out lately, or in the future. We have Alien Earth, and we have the new Predator movie, and they're all using practical suits and practical effects for their movies, and I was just pondering on the fact that it possibly,
Well,
it-
well, since you brought up Alien Earth, lip gloss. Can somebody tell me what's going on here?
Oh, I can.
This has been in the comments in the messenger chat, and I want to know what y'all seeing besides a blurry ass image.
well, I'm seeing the trailer teaser they did where aliens looking at Earth and there's the reflection on his head. But the one thing that I'm noticing is like, why does it have a canine snout? But also, I know the director said that there's a lot of animals that are going to be turned into xenomorph in this franchise, in this show. So I'm thinking, okay, did a monkey get turned into a xenomorph, or what's going on?
You think that, because that would make sense, right? You'd think they'd be experimenting using animals before testing humans, even though they know that testing humans, not that they tested on humans, but they know what a human xenomorph thing is, right? Big chap. Anybody?
Right.
Worst part of Romulus, right? Actually, that wasn't the worst part of Romulus. Romulus in this whole. Anyway, now talking about that. Where was I going? I was going somewhere. Oh, what's up with the fucking? What's up with the visor-looking thing? The reflectiveness on the dome of the alien. I don't get that on the xenomorph.
Well, I mean, the xenomorphs have always had a shiny, reflective dome.
Yeah, but I mean, this looks like a visor, man. This looks like a fucking Judge Dredd's mask coming down.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know that this alien is a man in a suit, so it could be just they just and I know it has an animatronic element to it, like they control the lips and stuff like that. But I don't. I don't know. I've never really paid much attention to it until Rob brought it up the other day, and I'm like, you know what? That's actually a good point.
Yeah, why's bro got the fucking kissing lips?
This is why.
Spider-Man comes in and says, "You got that dog in him. He's a dog,
I mean, after what Chase said, I think he's got that chimpanzee in him because I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
I might not like it, but I can see that.
Here's the problem with that. See, and we'll throw it back to like the dog/ox xenomorph from Alien 3. You see tubes and shit behind him. The body has to reflect it. So he may be spliced the chimpanzee DNA or whatever, but he's still got the tubes, the dorsal tubes. The body from this image still looks standard xenomorph. I think this is just the design they're going with the standard xenomorph. And that's the problem, because this is on the cheap. And I said from day one, this was going to be shit.
Oh.
Sorry.
I don't know what y'all are looking at. It looks to me like he has a pig snout.
It's
He has a snout for sure.
He definitely looks like he has a snout, but the thing is, with xenomorphs and their lips, they've never been this long. And for a majority of the time, well, not a majority, but for a better part of the franchise, they've been translucent. So it's never really been like a visual issue.
Well,
Yeah.
yes and no with Alien 3, because it depends on which cut of the movie you watch, because what is that? The director's, producer's cut, the
assembly cut.
The assembly cut. There are scenes where it's going more for the Geiger original vision, which was
ladies.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going for that, but half-assed. That's what it reminds me of a little bit. It seems
bro be looking like a valley girl before the fucking collagen injections.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It looks like a xenomorph if it had a person's face.
Yeah.
And I think that might be what's one of the themes of this show is, like we're going to be seeing different types of xenomorphs, but I don't know. It's a mystery to me, but obviously this is not the more looking at it, this is not a traditional looking xenomorph.
No.
Bro looks like he's gonna start singing. I'm gonna be right straight up right there. Bro looks like he's.
He looks like he's about to call me a motherfucker and tell me to do something like Samuel Jackson.
The Monsterverse Rodan comes in and says, "At first glance, maybe think of the Alpha Alien Resurrection AVP design with a lack of biomechanical aspects." Then Spider-Man comes in and says, "This design isn't sexual enough. It's too sterile. It's someone designing the Xenomorph from memory. What are you doing?"
That's been like every Alien after Alien 3. They lost the plot with Giger's design and meaning. I mean, even Ridley Scott with fucking Prometheus and Covenant. Well, Covenant was the only one with a xenomorph. But
and what's crazy is like Romulus still had Big Chap. NECA has done a 3D scan of that for their new figure. It's not Big Chap. It has a completely different body to resemble the Xenomorphs from Romulus.
That's because the figure is the main Xenomorph from Romulus. It's not supposed to be Big Chap. It's Squirt.
No, they just announced recently they're doing Big Chap from Romulus, and it just has the exact same body, and they're like, it's a 3D scan of Big Chap, the suit they used in Romulus. I was like, what the fuck? It just looks like every Xenomorph from Romulus.
Big Chap was dead as fuck, hanging up with his fucking homies in the ceiling.
But you still had to do a suit. You had to CG it. You had to have it on that monitor. That's where the movie was. And then they made Romulus. That's a different...
Just to make Big Chap a fucking chandelier? Like, that makes no sense.
It's ridiculous. Yes. That's essentially what it is.
So
I would buy a big chandelier, though.
Is that just a really big cloud, or is that Antarctica?
That's Earth.
That's Earth.
When you watch the trailer,
I'm saying on Earth, is that white spot just a really big cloud, or is that Antarctica?
It looks like a cloud.
Sunday morning load. That's what it is.
It's the storm hitting California right now. It's raining.
If that's Antarctica, AVP reference.
Oh yeah.
No.
You know what? Hold on, guys. Andrew brings up a good point because in the past couple Alien Earth things, if you listen to those trailers, you hear predators cackle in those things.
You do.
No.
Listen, I killed the predator. Spider-Man comes in. He's swinging webs. I beat you. Unless he got them human legs. He ain't my Big Chap.
Facts. At that point, just get the Alien 79 fucking anniversary version of Big Chap. Don't even bother because that's Big Chap.
I don't know, man.
Skinny motherfucker in a suit. That is Big Chap.
That is Big Chap. Yes.
Without a doubt. And I swear to God, if I could remember the gentleman's name and the proper pronunciation of it, I would say it. Balaji Badejo. Honestly, I just fucking killed it, but bro deserves his fucking due diligence because they don't.
Dude, he kicked ass.
He did.
That's just how it was, and it's unfortunate. Look, this is not it, man. Like, I'm sorry, everything I'm seeing from this Alien Earth so far, the teaser, the Xenomorph design so far, it ain't it. And I said this is a stupid idea. Just do Aliens, Colonial Marines based off the Dark Horse comics because those are some good-ass fucking comics. You get different Xenomorph designs on alien planets. Just do something like that. Why is it got to be Earth? We've been here before with AVP and AVPR. I didn't like it for the most part.
Yeah. So why not have a chance to do it good and not bad?
And you know what? With them, I know this is probably far-fetched, but with them talking about Alien versus Predator just happening by basically, they're not even going to tell us it's happening. They're just going to drop it in a movie. Oh. Like, what makes them say they're not just going to drop AVP in a fucking TV show?
Facts. That's a good point.
But it's all stupid.
Fuck that.
Yes. No,
that's like saying let's do Godzilla versus Kong as a TV show. Why don't you look at some porn, get an erection, and just furiously punch yourself in the fucking dick half cocked at that point?
Well, we've done Alien versus Predator as well. Like, whether you like
No. What we got was not Alien versus Predator. That was the idiocy of Paul W.S. Anderson and then Fox forcing the brothers Strauss to do what was set up already. That was not Alien versus Predator.
Hear me out.
Fuck
if you read the original Alien versus Predator comics, which I have
them too. I do too.
It is. The story beats match up. They really do. The problem is, it's not a terraformed colony with colonial marines. It's some jackasses going to Antarctica to look at some rocks. Fantastic. I love it. Like the comments. I love the
Spider-Man. Spider-Man is 100% right. What is this?
I want this movie to be connected to AVP 2004 only to see Rob's reaction.
Bro, if you want to see my reaction, time travel a couple of years back and sit next to me in the theater when I went to go see The Predator.
Ooh.
There was 4 other people in there, and I stood up and said, fuck each and every single one of you. This is the dumbest fucking tie-in to one of the worst goddamn movies in the fucking world. You stop that shit. Fuck that shit. No. Stop it. Stop it.
I'm there with him.
I remember Fred Decker getting mad at me for talking shit about his movie.
Spider-Man comes in. Keep Alien versus Predator to the games and comics. I'm tapped out of the movies. Twice was enough for me.
Facts.
Well,
Yeah,
Spider-Man, just to let you know, AVP is coming back. We just don't know when, according to Fede Alvarez and the CEOs of Disney.
Or how, for that matter.
Yeah.
I don't even like Fede Alvarez is a fantastic director. It's so obvious though that this fucking alien Romulus was just not his movie.
Yeah.
So I'm going to push back on Spider-Man a little bit because let me put this into perspective.
Oh boy.
You know when AVPR came out?
2008.
2007.
It was 2007, yeah.
That is almost 20 years ago.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Though that was the last time they attempted cinematically, almost 20 years ago. I think it's been long enough.
I don't know, man. That movie was pretty fucking bad.
Well,
yeah,
not even that.
If the Strauss brothers got their chance to make AVP3 like they were supposed to, it was going to be awesome. And I'm so sad that they never got the chance because I would love to have seen like Predator on Earth with like a bunch of others fighting a war of aliens. That would have been so cool.
It was perfect. They had the concept ready when they got forced to do AVPR and do it on Earth. They were. That breaks my heart because these 2 dudes who worked on James Cameron's Titanic, mind you, these motherfuckers are like full on ready. It's like, we've got the comics, we've done all of our research, let's go. And they're like, oh no, it needs to be a sequel to Paul W. Sanderson's movie. And they were both like, why?
Yeah.
Because you got to sell the merchandise, and the merchandise was that dope ass Pred alien. Come on, that is the best hybrid. That is the best hybrid.
Have the Pred alien.
Everyone's just like, we're glossing over this. The whole reason we're in the fucking mess we are now is Fox greenlit Alien versus Predator when James Cameron was sitting here in talks, script ready, saying, I will fix this franchise. If you greenlight Alien versus Predator, I'm out. And they greenlit we could have had, instead of Avatar, James Cameron's Alien franchise. Whether or not Aliens holds up to you is moot at that point, because that is the golden age of Alien right there. And it's gone forever.
And then Ridley Scott came and said no to Neill Blomkamp making his Aliens
Which would have also been a fantastic continuation of the Alien franchise. Do you see where my cynical bullshit comes from every fucking time?
My point bringing that up is I would rather have seen Neill Blomkamp's Aliens than James Cameron's.
They're both fantastic directors. I don't see the problem.
I loathe those Avatar movies. I disagree.
I would much fucking rather Ridley Scott just be ejected from this fucking franchise because it's so clear that the man is just poison to this franchise now.
Yeah. Well, after what he said about Romulus, and he basically was like, "Yeah, no, he stole it from Fede." I don't. Yeah.
It's like at that point you can't even be mad at Fede because you got fucking Ridley Scott over here probably breathing down his neck with his alcoholic fucking breath, his scotch, just like, you gotta do the black goo, man. You gotta do the black goo.
Ridley
Scott, make
Scott,
that pussy leak, bro, with the black glue. It's like, shut up.
Ridley Scott saying that he doesn't like the Xenomorph design, or the Xenomorph is a crime against the Earth.
And what pisses me off about all of this is Fede Alvarez did one of the greatest remakes ever made with a dead franchise, Evil Dead.
Yep.
That remake is so goddamn good. It's my favorite movie out of the Evil Dead franchise.
Jesus Christ. Whoa,
I fucking love that movie. It's damn good. And I'm an Evil Dead diehard. I got the Necronomicon Collector's Edition books in my closet, wrapped up.
Fucking damn it.
Whoa.
I know. He doesn't agree with my take on it. I get it.
Whoa, hey.
But it's like, you hand this man Alien. You hand him Alien.
Get shit out of your paw.
Exactly. It's shit in your paw. It's fucking awful.
I'm going to go to the comments since the last Spider-Man comment. We're going to go. Dawn says, I kind of want to watch AVP again now. Laughing out loud. Where then,
the wifey comes in and says, Alien versus Predator is a guilty pleasure for me. Yeah, we'll have a talk here shortly. Monsterverse Rodan comes in and says 50 years minimum for the next AVP movie. Unless they want to do a movie about a young wolf, they can keep it.
Even then, they can keep that.
Spider-Man comes in and says, what was the only good thing about that movie? What the hell? I'm right here. Wifey says, so Fox robbed us. Rude. Yeah. 20th Century Fox did rob us of Cameron doing these movies. A James Cameron Alien franchise would be fire. Yes, it would.
It would.
Monsterverse Rodan comes in and says, MySpace jockey got ruined. Keep Scott away.
He turned him into handsome Squidward, for fuck's sake. What
really? Wifey comes in and says, I'm in danger. That's my best Millhouse. I used to do it so much better.
Oh my god!
No, he did. It was terrible. It's absolutely horrifying what became of the Alien franchise with Covenant. Because honestly, I'll sit here and I liked the Prometheus. I did. Not as an Alien movie, but as like it's a movie. It was a decent sci-fi movie. And look, it's a precursor to the fucking.
The Deacon.
The Deacon. Yeah. We're all going to know and love these things later down the line. Fine. No problem. My beef with that, though, is in Prometheus, if you're that far into the future, then how the fuck did we get AVP?
I'll tell you why, Ray. Both franchises operate on different canons. That's why.
Listen.
Which makes no goddamn motherfucking sense. In that case, take the Alien canon, fuck the other canon, and then merge them together. Because I don't know about anybody else. I am not fucking interested in aliens in the suburbs. I'm not.
I hear you.
I'm not.
You don't want to see them barbecuing on a 4th of July, mowing their lawn?
Nah, but if motherfucker need the goddamn fucking A1 steak sauce, I'll fucking show up and I'll give him the bottle with the little cowboy hat on because I can tell he's a fun guy. He likes his fucking gimmicks. But
I like A1 steak
it's
sauce.
like keep the aliens off fucking modern day Earth. Keep it off of far future Earth. Let's just stop with fucking Earth.
See, the only way you do Alien Earth is you do the comics Alien Earth War. You know what that was a sequel to? A self-titled Alien series, which is a sequel to Aliens, the fucking movie. That's how you build it, where Ripley's leading a resistance force on Earth. You're not gonna get that.
You know why they're not doing that? Because they would
they're
have
stupid?
to pay, no, well, yes, but they would have to pay the writers, or at least make an attempt to pay the writers and the artists and everybody that was involved under that. And them refusing to do that is just part of the greater problem above all of this. Original creators and writers and character designers don't get fucking shit for these fucking movies. So in that case, big fuck off to all of you, because it's a better idea than what you're coming up with.
You know, with you saying all that, I know where this image is coming from now. It's AI.
Yo.
Oh no.
So my phone died.
Oh,
You're good, bro.
You're back as Mecha Mania. I love it.
Back as Quasi's Destroyer with the cigar in its mouth. I appreciate that.
Oh,
Yes. I'm on my tablet right now, so.
Oh, you sound sexy.
Yeah, you sound amazing on the tablet.
Yeah.
That's a good tablet, bro.
Really?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right. I guess
I'll
do this from now on my freaking tablet then.
Listen, I'm
Yeah,
loading
you
this shit
sound
up into my
amazing.
car. I'm driving to Montana right now.
All right. Last comment before we exit this thing comes from
Batra.
Engineers are a subspecies. Now, according to Dr. Sant, it helps me cope, at least with my drunk-nosed goober is still around.
Nah.
Terrible.
Listen, Ridley Scott, he's not canon. I don't care what anybody says. He ain't canon to me. He ain't canon to the world. Fuck off. Your time is over. Stop making aliens and fucking with the canon. Fuck off. Drink your scotch and go away.
All right. We're going to get back to aliens and we're going to get back to bugs in a little bit, but let's change the pace. Let's change the pace right now. And let's talk
Bring it
about
on.
money.
Money.
Or more. The Switch 2 looking at a $400 price point or more. According to Bloomberg, the Nintendo Switch 2 and analysts regularly communicate. Let's do this. Let's take that away. There we go. Analysts who regularly communicate with Nintendo software and software hardware partners anticipate a price of $400 or more, but still expected to have the biggest launch in game industry history. That's bold. Now,
Yes.
Yeah, that's bold as fuck.
Is it though?
No,
yes,
because it's gonna
we've
launch
all
with-
been saying ever since this whole shebang started getting rumored that if it was 400 or more, it'd flop. Nobody'd buy it.
Listen.
yeah,
You listen to me.
wait. Did you hear Games come out so perfect and clear and like, Jesus?
Yeah,
what
it's
is that?
amazing. The
480p audio?
Yeah.
Dolby Atmos?
I'm gonna be real with you. If this shit is 450 max, this thing is absolutely going to have the biggest launch in video game history. What are people paying for an Xbox Series X? What are people paying for a PS5?
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, this is coming true. This is going to happen. The Nintendo Switch 2 is going to have the biggest launch in game industry history because right now, everything fucking sucks.
Oh, it's stagnant.
And if this shit drops at 450, it's done. It's done. There's no argument there. It's done. Because at the end of the day, you're still paying less. They're going to have a huge IP for a launch, be it Mario, be it whatever. It's done. If you complain about 450, then go buy a fucking PlayStation 3 for 600. And then fucking spend however much on the fucking disc drive that you want to fucking get for it, or go buy a fucking all digital Xbox. And then you come back here and you tell me that that's more rewarding than fucking this, which has physical backwards compatibility. You tell me that. You come back here, you look me in the eye, and you tell me that.
Can I play
you're
my
not wrong.
games on this? Because it's backwards compatible. Can I like?
Yeah, you can play. You can play your Switch 1 games. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say Switch 1. I said GameCube.
Oh no. The Switch family of consoles uses cartridges.
But
No. Wait. We're talking about the emulated services that come with the online pricing.
Exactly.
I do
Well,
not
not even
doubt,
just that.
I
Not
don't
even just
doubt
that.
that
Because-
GameCube is going to be a part of that launch. I don't
Because-
I mean that's
GameCube
cool, but
games-
I'm pretty sure RJ was asking if he could put in a GameCube disc and it'd work, and it won't.
Why
No.
the hell would you even ask that? Look at that thing. It's a screen with two little fucking breadsticks on
No,
the
but
end.
here's the thing. Here's the thing.
The backwards compatibility thing, the physical
Yes.
compatibility.
Yeah, that's for the Switch One. Not
Okay,
for their
that's why I
plastic
didn't know.
consoles.
I don't own a Switch One. The last Nintendo system I bought was a Wii U, so my daughter could play Mario Kart and have fun. And my brother bought me Monster Hunter, and I played it 3 times. That's all I'm asking.
No, but
You know?
that's the thing. A lot of those GameCube games have been remastered for the Switch and will be backwards compatible with the Switch too. I own some of those games.
Yeah,
It's
but
not the
Monster
one
Hunter.
that Ray wants.
that's
Yeah,
fucking right.
That's the point.
That's right.
Wait, which
That's
one?
the point.
Which one? Because I'm pretty sure Resident Evil 4, the original,
No,
is
it's
on
Rogue
Switch.
Squadron.
It's Rogue Squadron.
It'll
It's
never happen.
Rogue Leader. It's the greatest.
Disney hates you. Kathleen Kennedy hates you. It won't happen.
Disney hates you, and Disney hates the expanded universe.
I got some-
God, you sound so good.
Yeah, you really do sound great.
God, you're crispy.
Gam
Speaking
Gams,
of-
you got to make the tablet the
Yeah.
fucking
Go
default
to
now.
Yeah, it's the go-to now.
Speaking of Disney, da-da-da.
Spider-Man comes in and says, I would estimate it to be $450 just to be safe. Hold on, I've never heard of this word before. Nintendo parrots won't go any higher for Bing Bing Wahoo.
Bing, wow, that's funny.
I'm gonna be real, y'all. If this shit drops with a new Mario game, done. It's done. That's it.
Oh yeah, Onion Rings. Mario is a system seller. Zelda is a system seller.
And I don't doubt that they're gonna do like fucking upgraded versions of like Tears of the Kingdom, possibly Prime 4 from the original Switch to this. That's gonna help even more.
Oh, it's going to be like a dual launch title type of thing, just like
Oh,
Breath of the
absolutely.
Wild was for the Wii U and the Switch.
And that's where they've got the fucking market versus Sony and Microsoft. They have fucking games.
They do. Like literally, if you're like a hardcore gamer, all you need is a PC and a Switch, and you're fine. You got
Yeah.
everything covered.
Because Nintendo's not moving to PC. They're likely never going to.
Oh no,
And if
never.
this-
Never.
And if this thing is the massive success that I'm pretty sure everybody thinks it's going to be, even more, it just proves that Nintendo is going to be ahead of the curve with lower end hardware.
Mhm.
Well, I would say
Absolutely.
at $450, I would be very interested in buying a Switch too. Like legit, at $450, I'm not even mad because again, we've been goofing offline in the messenger before we started. Where's that PlayStation Xbox handheld that's supposedly coming? So we can all enjoy it in our royal throne room. You know what I mean?
Right?
It don't matter. It don't matter.
I mean, PlayStation's got that one controller with a screen thing that I think you could take like anywhere.
Oh yeah.
Not anywhere.
Right, my fault. My brother has that, right? So I mean, like, if this, the problem is, and this is the thing that gets with me. If I'm gonna play the third-party games, I'm gonna play them on the fucking systems that I paid a lot of money for, right? But like Mario doesn't do it for me anymore. Zelda hasn't done it for me. I ain't gonna
What about
lie.
Metroid?
I'm gonna have to play Metroid again, but I bought Metroid Prime when I got on the GameCube because I was like, oh, this is gonna be dope, and I just couldn't get into it. I was like, all right, traded it in. So it's like Nintendo's first party stuff hasn't really done. And I'm not saying that Metroid suck because the last couple of Metroids and they look good, but I'm just like. I tell you what, Splatoon was like the last Nintendo thing that I was like, oh, I'll have mad fun playing this game because I love the concept. It was silly, it was sweet, it was innocent, it's fun. Fucking water guns with ink. Yes, let's Splatoon this up. I don't play Mario Kart. I don't play Smash Brothers. unless they would have gotten like Street Fighter exclusivity, I'm like, fuck, I'm buying a Switch day one.
Bro, I'm telling you, if something as long-winded and crazy as that were to ever happen, it could happen now.
Yeah.
It could. I'm not saying that it would, because you got to look at the landscape that we're looking at right now. Xbox ain't doing so well. Sony, they're doing better than Xbox is, but that's not saying fucking much. If people and if like fucking companies are really serious about selling and about making a profit, yeah, they might just, like, some companies might just turn to Switch.
And you know what? This might be the reason why Sony and Xbox are getting back into a handheld portable game because of this. The one thing, though, is that Sony, the last PlayStation Portable, the one that you have to have Wi-Fi to use, or the one that just recently came out, it actually sold very, very well, and which is good. But
Yes.
you know, the next one that they're doing, though, has me more excited because I can connect it to Wi-Fi and I can go and play it anywhere as long as there's a Wi-Fi connection. So,
Oh, nice.
Which could be anywhere as long as you have hotspot on your phone.
God damn, you sound so good on that tablet.
I know.
And speaking of him sounding good, let's get to some comments.
Good.
Batra.
Oh,
Atra says
it's called
60 FPS, Games1, voice is pretty good. Yeah, considering my mic is $120. The wifey says, good point. Good point. Nintendo is the handheld master here, so to speak, with a hand doing a circle with two fingers.
They're doing the blowjob symbol that all the anime girls do.
Yo,
I did it on camera. It's fun. Wifey says, I know Steam Deck exists, but you get what I mean, lol. Listen, buy me a Steam Deck. My birthday was last week.
you just get both, you know? You just get both a Steam Deck and a Switch, too. You don't
You
need anything
can.
else gaming-wise in your life.
Spider-Man comes in and says, if the Switch 2 can embrace the performance of those Pokemon games, I'd be sold. Otherwise, I'll just wait for a holiday bundle.
That would require Pokemon Company and Game Freak actually making good fucking games, and the vast majority of people not blindly buying into nostalgia.
Wait,
Yeah.
I'm lying. I would buy a Switch 2 for a Pokemon game, actually.
I'm pretty sure that new Pokemon game that got showed off on Pokemon Day is probably going to end up on Switch too. And
Oh, absolutely. Pokemon Legends ZA is going to end up on Switch too. And that's
it
the one
don't
that
look too
they're
bad.
innovating. They're actually finally innovating for once in their goddamn lives. They're instead of turn-based, it's going to be real-time battling.
Yeah.
Oh, I like. See, all right. So
That's
that's
cool.
what I want. I'd buy that. All right. Question, real quick.
What's up?
Rob, what's the price of a regular Switch game? Is it $59?
It depends on the IP, because most of them do go for about 60. But if
Okay.
you look at something like Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, that was 70.
Well, first-party IPs are 70. AAAs are 60. That seems to be the pricing now to follow what Sony and Microsoft set in place.
Unless it's Metroid, where they sold off the remastered Metroid Prime for like $40.
Yeah, their remasters are on point, dude. Like, their price
They are.
is
And
fucking good.
I just want to say, Metroid Prime Remastered runs at 1080p and 60 frames per second on the Switch.
Oh, it does. My roommate, he was playing it like a year ago on his TV. I came downstairs and I was like, what is this? He's like, oh, it's that Metroid, whatever the fuck, the one that came out on the 64. And I just watched him. I was like,
GameCube.
yeah. I was like, yo, this shit's fire. I'm like, holy shit, this is dope. And it looks good. It ran smooth.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds great. He has a
Them
sound bar
folks
with a
at
little
Retro
sub.
Studios know how to make they shit, dude.
Yeah,
They
it was
do.
It was Retro Studios and Machine Games. They
oh,
helped
Machine
with that.
Games.
Because
well, yeah, machine games. That's anybody ever play a fucking Wolfenstein game? Come on now,
Yes!
that's stupid work.
I just bought the Wolfenstein games because they were on sale.
Yeah, they
exactly.
were. Yep, they were. I saw that. I was like, shit.
I love the Wolfenstein game.
These
So do
motherfuckers
I.
performed black fucking magic because I don't care what anybody says. Prime, no fucking, all of this. You can't see me. Prime is one of the best looking games on the GameCube, and the fact that they made it look even better on a Switch and it ran that fucking good. Oh, I'm just saying. Oh my god, did you hear the reverb on that? Jesus
Dude.
Christ.
Dude, I felt that in my chest.
Listen, I'm gonna clip that burp and use it for my intro to my streams.
You better do that because next time I watch one of your streams and that's not the intro, I'm gonna be upset.
And then it has to say Shin Robjira after that, like in his videos.
And then you're gonna hear, oh.
Oh,
That's the sound that your character makes when he gets damaged in Dark Souls. He goes, oh. I've been doing that for 3 weeks.
all I'm saying right here, right now, will Pokemon Legends Z through A be sub FPS, 30 FPS again?
Oh, it better not.
Probably. It better not. But that's the whole joy of everything, is just assuming and, you know, having a conversation with the homies. Personally, I would love it if Pokemon Company actually put some fucking steam behind their ass.
But they have to reinvent their game engine. That's inherently the problem. If the Switch is having a hard time running these Pokemon games, is it the developer's fault or is it the engine that they're handed?
It's entirely the developers. It's not the Switch, because you look at something like Breath of the Wild, you even look at something like Metroid Prime Remastered,
which are 60.
Yes, this system can run and perform black magic to such a high fucking degree. The fact that Pokemon, literally the thing that could compete with that of Disney fucking Marvel movies at this point, with billions of dollars made in a fiscal fucking year, it should be fucking obvious that it is entirely on the developer and not the system.
And with that being said, too, if the rumors are true that the Switch 2 is as powerful as the PS4 Pro, bro, I've been streaming Skyrim VR using a PS4 Pro to a capture card. It's just hardware. And it looks good on the lens. You watch it on my streams, 1080p 60, fucking locked. It looks great there. This system is there. If the tech is on par, I know what you're getting, and it is so goddamn good. For a handheld, we have to keep in mind a handheld console.
Well,
so what you're telling me is we're gonna get an even better version of Skyrim for the Switch 2.
We're getting Skyrim 2. We're getting Skyrim 2. Skyrim 2 will launch on the Switch exclusive. It'll be $500. Skyrim 2. It won't.
Elder Scrolls 6 is canceled. They're just doing Skyrim for the Switch.
The Switch 2. But it's a fair point. If the tech in this is on par with a system that can do VR,
listen, let me stop you right there. I need you to understand something. This is the Pokemon Company. These motherfuckers could literally fart into a mic with fucking reverb put on it, and it would be #1 on the iTunes chart.
You know
that's the literal fucking antithesis of the fucking problem here.
You know what's crazy to think about, though, as well as that?
What?
And how sexy your beard is? Nintendo with VR and Pokemon. I'm just saying. You have the tech
they're gonna
now.
make a VR peripheral for this
You
thing?
have the tech now. Valve's coming out with a new VR headset. Sony just dropped the price on their VR headset for the PlayStation VR 2, which is PC compatible and PS5. I'm just saying, Pokemon in VR.
Okay, but like the last time they did a quote-unquote VR thing, it was made out of fucking cardboard.
Let me be here. That is extremely true, and that's
Yes.
probably what they mean by Switch 1 games not working with Switch 2. Just things that revolve around motion controls because it's a different system now.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be real with you. Mid-console lifespan, I can definitely see Nintendo doing their big refresh with VR.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I
Bundle,
hope so,
whole 9
dude.
yards.
And then you sell it. Like, this is what you do.
What do you call it? The virtual point 2? Get the fuck
Yes!
out of here.
But this is what you do. This is what you do. You do the Nintendo Switch 2 VR or Nintendo Switch VR. That's the mid-generation refresh. It's like, if you like, we're going to do a slim version of the Switch 2, whatever the fuck they fucking do. If you want VR, it's a handheld in the headset. And your controllers are the motion controllers. Dude, we are that close to Nintendo fully going. You can't tell me this isn't the middle ground between console and VR, because the Switch 2 fucking is.
It is. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's handheld, it's VR, it's console, it is
Nintendo's
wonder
had motion
gaming device.
controls for well over a fucking decade.
And you
when
just
they're the only
integrate
ones-
that.
Oh,
You-
2 decades almost, bro.
Yeah.
So, like, one of my fears, though, for a VR Pokemon game would be it becomes gimmicky as fuck, like Let's Go Pikachu, where
No,
they come
it
out with like a
doesn't.
fucking Pokeball peripheral that you can simulate throwing the ball
No.
at the Pokeball on.
Yes, that's the point. Because if Nintendo, if they were to fully embrace VR with a mid-gen refresh of this console, they build the Switch and the motion controls into the visor like everyone's fucking doing now. Their motion controls have been on point since 2006 with the original Wii. It's not far off. You throw the Pokeball, play a MetaQuest 2, play a PlayStation VR, play a Valve Index, play an HTC Vive. It's there. Nintendo, you can capitalize on this for shit like Pokemon.
And they will. They
And I
absolutely
hope
will.
so, because
They will.
that's how you get someone like me to get back into Pokemon. I actually throw the ball. I actually
but
have
they tried
to choose
that
from
with the
menu.
Switch 1 and Let's Go Pikachu.
But that's not the same having it strapped. It's the immersion.
But let's be honest here. Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. They sold exceptionally well.
They
Yeah,
did. They sold exceptionally well, especially with their synergy with Pokemon Go, the phone game.
Dude,
Now do it VR.
dude, I'm telling you, if they attached Pokemon to Nintendo VR, it's done. Because
It's over.
Pokemon does more numbers than fucking Mario and Zelda.
Combined.
And there's so much you could do with VR with Nintendo Switch. Like just Nintendo IPs in general. You could, bro, go back to Star Fox. Your Star Fox in VR.
That
Done.
would take a goddamn miracle because Nintendo fucked it up the last time and they're waiting for the right person to come along. Meanwhile, Platinum's like, we'll do it again and fix the controls if you let us, and they still haven't done anything with it.
Yeah, I know, but listen, maybe they've behind the scenes been developing VR. I don't know.
As long as I can just play a VR while sitting in my bed, I'll be happy with that.
That's the thing. Because
it's
that's
kind of-
where the tech is nowadays, where it's like you buy it, it's the Switch 2 VR, it's all built in. You could load your cartridge or whatever into the visor. Dude, that's all it is. You just, instead of one screen, 2 ocular lenses. That's the only difference. The
Rob,
Switch weighs like 2 pounds. You have 2 pounds on your fucking face. My PlayStation VR weighs more than that.
Yes.
Rob, it's really fucking sad when the best fucking Star Fox thing to come out in the last 10 years is a Toys to Life game fucking add-on.
Listen, I need you to never mention that again because you're entirely right. And it wasn't even a Star Fox game to begin with.
No, it wasn't.
So
It was just an add-on.
I need you to never talk about that ever fucking again. And I need you to never remind me that I bought that just so I could have a physical R-Wing and Star Fox figure in my collection. And I need you to just, we're not going to talk about that.
They need to bring back Sly Cooper too.
Oh, don't. Oh, Sony is so...
Listen, Sony is just absolutely fucking incompetent with the amount of IPs that they have that they can easily reboot and see fucking numbers for. And that's what makes me think, getting back on track here, will Switch 2 have the biggest launch in game history? Yes, it will.
Oh, dude.
Because as detached as Nintendo can be, when it comes to their music, when it comes to their IPs, that's a whole fucking different conversation. When it comes to this, it's going to fucking happen. It's going.
Game development and hardware is never the issue.
It's not. It's going to happen because they have the IPs. They have the exclusives.
They do.
They have a console that is vastly more affordable than that of the competition.
And a significant leap in performance.
Exactly.
This is what Nintendo has to do. Take their infrastructure with Nintendo Online and incorporate everything into one box. Online party system like this, or Xbox Live, or PlayStation Network, or Steam, or whatever the fuck you fucking use. Integrate Discord. Integrate everything into one box for this. You win. You win for the people that are wanting a next-gen experience, but don't agree with the price of the PS4 or PS5 Pro. The people who don't want to buy an Xbox because there's no games. The people who don't want to spend $3,000 on a PC. You win those people. You will win an asshole like me who bought your fucking Switch because when I go camping, I like to play Skyrim after a hard day fishing.
Let's get to the comments.
Oh,
Ventura, he's back.
Oh my God! 1991 King Ghidra says, I don't trust me with VR and Pokemon. I break a window, I throw the controller. Can we have a VR Pokemon game, please? I'd be so ready to catch Pokemon in VR all day. I would hunt the Charmander nonstop. I wouldn't even evolve him. He just stays Charmander because he's fucking adorable.
Dude, I'm fucking telling you, if fucking Nintendo comes out with VR, it's done. It's done.
Dude, it's so good.
There is no fucking console wars at that point.
No, it's over at that point. They killed every console. At that point, they're competing with PC. And I think they'd still beat PC because they're fucking IPs, dude.
And that's actually something I wanted to ask you guys about. Have you been seeing the stuff they've been talking about where Steam's wanting to make an actual console to go against PlayStation and Xbox?
Yes, it's a new Steam machine. That's been in the works for a while.
Yeah, I was wondering what you guys thought about that. That sounds pretty cool to me.
I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm gonna tell you this right fucking now. All you need to do to sell that console, and y'all know where this is going.
Half-Life 3.
Half-Life fucking 3.
Oh, dude,
that's all it's going to fucking take. Quote me, at me, Shinrob Jira plus Shinrob Jira _ on TikTok. That's all it's going to fucking take. All they
But
need
here's
to
the
fucking
thing
do.
with the PC market and new consoles and shit like that. Now that Steam OS is out and other manufacturers can use Steam OS in their machines, we're going to see fucking Lenovo consoles. We're going to see fucking HP consoles.
Well, yes,
but here's the question: are they going to size up to everything else?
No.
Yes. Here's the problem with Xbox and Sony putting their exclusives on PC and Steam. I can play your fucking games on my PC, and when Valve makes a console, I'll play your fucking exclusives there. I don't care if I have to wait a year.
I got a question, JR. I got a question.
Yeah, what's up? You're second.
Are you so excited to play all those games on Steam because you got a PC? I'm wondering.
No.
Are you excited to play?
I see you later. I don't want to fucking know.
Enough of this shit. It's time to take over the podcast again. The F is silent, bitch.
I'm fucking be
Is
silent.
it silent or is it the grade they gave the game?
They did that with Silent Hill 2 remake.
It is the F
Listen.
stands for fantastic. It stands
Fantastically
for
fucked. Fucking, I don't know what you guys are talking
this
about.
trailer made me want to buy a Silent Hill game for the first time.
Oh,
Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Fuck Silent Hill. This trailer, I was like, oh, okay. This shit way more up my alley. Get the fuck out of here with that stupid shit. I'm looking for my daughter and I gotta run across a weird nurse girl. This shit got the fucking Japanese.
You described the first game.
I don't give a fuck what I described. All I'm telling you, it's a piece of shit. It's a piece of shit. This game, on the other hand, looks fucking fantastic. I was like, oh shit.
No, it
I
doesn't.
might actually buy a fucking Silent Hill game.
No.
I might have to buy a Silent Hill game.
You know what? I hope you do.
Listen, Xbox was shown at the end of the trailer. If this comes to Xbox at fucking launch, I'm fucking there.
No,
Because
And by proxy, so am I.
No, I hope.
Yeah, absolutely. But you need to understand something. I know you have your fucking trepidations with Remake 2. I know you have your trepidations with that of Unreal. But
No,
here's the
I
thing.
have my trepidations of everything after Silent Hill 4 in
Listen.
2004.
Listen. I need you to understand something. Unreal, as weird as it can be, there's great games that are out right fucking now that are using Unreal right fucking now.
Yeah, like the Dead Space remake that had the same problems as Silent Hill 2 remake.
Yeah, maybe on PC, but not on fucking console.
It does actually on console.
I ran into zero fucking issues with that game.
You didn't run into the frame spikes? The frame
no.
dips?
I didn't.
Wow.
Because I played that game front to back 8 fucking times, from normal to hard to nightmare to fucking very fucking easy, because I wanted the whole goddamn thing. And I'm telling you right now, motherfuckers that are reporting a fucking performance issue, I don't know what the fuck they're goddamn running on, because I never fucking ran into it.
And that's fair. Look, maybe the developers patched it out. I don't know. I didn't play the Dead Space remake, but you're making it awfully tantalizing.
Wait, I played the Dead Space remake on PS5 and had no issues at all.
There we go. Okay.
Exactly.
So why is it that Silent Hill 2 remake runs on the exact same engine and it has nothing but issues? Oh, that's right.
Silent Hill sucks. Period.
Yes!
No, because that's a completely different development team. That's a completely different fucking developer.
That's true.
Is
too.
Bloober team making this game?
Yep.
No,
Let's.
they're not. They're not making this game.
I'm gonna have my negativity, and then I want y'all to spout your positivity, and I won't rebuttal. I won't say shit.
All right.
Because I will never fucking take away from the fact that you guys saw something in this trailer that clicked. Because it's not a bad trailer. It's not.
It's not.
I can wholeheartedly agree. The problem is I am a lifelong Silent Hill fan, and since 2004, my hopes and dreams have been crushed.
Well, I haven't played Remake 2, so I can't.
Well,
really
listen, fucking you're about to, because I'm about to buy your fucking plane ticket for fucking Gem State Comic-Cons just so you can come play it with me.
And then I'm gonna play that shit. I'm gonna look you dead in the eye. I'm gonna kiss you on the fucking lips.
And it's garbage.
Listen,
I love
there
how you
is
find
a
his fucking
beautiful
plane
word
ticket
that
in
starts
Chicago,
with the
fitted
letter
by
P. That's called perception.
Well,
You
hold
play
on.
on a PC very frequently. I play on a console exclusively.
Yeah,
I don't
I-
have a PC.
Yep.
I played it on the PS5. This is where I
But
was
you
going.
need to understand, I haven't played Remake 2 yet. And when
Yeah,
it
I
does,
know. That's what I'm saying. I'll buy your plane ticket. You just fucking. I'm not fucking around.
when that shit comes to Xbox, I'm buying it digitally.
No, you're
Game
not.
get-
Hey, listen. I'm gonna.
Yes, I am.
swear to God. After this podcast, I'm looking up the fucking plane flight. You know what? I
Listen.
have Yas here next weekend. I'll take
Listen.
a week off.
Listen, yes, I am, because Gams is going to play it too, because I'm buying it digitally solely for that fact, because we game share. And I will tell you, beat for beat, how I fucking feel, because Silent Hill 2 was one of the last games to scare the shit out of me as a
Yeah.
mid to late teenaged, early 20s human being.
So, listen. All I'm saying is, from a lifelong Silent Hill fan, other than Rob, I love you. I love you.
Too.
It's going to happen. We're going to fucking make this happen. I have a couch sitting next to my chair, and G1, you got to be there. Whoever wants to show up to my house at this point, just fucking show up.
Talk about the
Perfect.
fucking trailer. Enough of about sucking each other off. Talk
No,
about
that's what I'm going to talk about.
God damn it.
This trailer,
The F stands for fuck.
this trailer looks fucking
And we're
great.
gonna be fucking.
The problem is something the first Silent Hill game set was a certain tone. And it's something that you get when you spend a lot of time with limited hardware, and then you have more hardware, but still limited, and then you fuck up the franchise, everything after the fucking PS2. This trailer invokes nothing but slap the fucking name on it. We did something that has no connection to the original.
You
And
don't know
that's
that.
fine. That's fine. It's a trailer. But Silent Hill, to James and everything after James, I should say after Silent Hill 4, went based off of emotion. Right? It was invoking the subconscious of the troubled soldier, the troubled person, the blah, 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 your hidden demons. That's not what Silent Hill was about. You know what Silent Hill was about? A psychotic cult who sacrificed a child who then came back for revenge with dark powers, not Satan, because that's the movie, good movie, to create different worlds, not dimensions, worlds. It's the same world that transforms.
This sounds like what I just watched this morning.
Exactly. What'd you watch this morning?
What are you arguing about? What are you mad about? This sounds exactly
What I'm mad about,
what I just looked at.
the aesthetics, wrong. It's not where it is. It's not where it is that bothers me. Fuck, I love me playing as a Japanese woman. It's not the location that bothers me. It's the aesthetic and the feel. Because if you play those original 4 games, as much as I have, and as hardcore on stream, fuck, I beat Silent Hill 2 and 3 and 4 on stream
right,
more
give me a
times than
second,
I can
give me a
count.
second. I want you to go back real quick because I want to talk to you directly.
All right.
Go back in what you said. The core was there was a cult who killed a child. The child came back seeking revenge.
Yes.
Thus Silent Hill.
That is called the Lesegalepsy, and her mother, Dahlia, committed the murder with the cult
Okay.
in a town called Silent Hill in bumfuck northern United States.
So the child came back as a spirit, a demon, as something paranormal.
Oh my god, shut up!
I'm asking you a question.
Do it.
I just fucking did.
I'm angry still! I'm angry!
Everything you described, JR, is in this fucking trailer.
But you gotta understand where I'm coming
I don't understand
from.
nothing. Why can't the same exact thing happen in a different place?
It's not the place. It's not that. My problem is
this is what it kind of feels like to me. It's like, all right, something's going on here. At the very beginning of the trailer, they're talking about the main character being dead.
Wait, let him cook because he's saying it's not the place.
Okay.
It's not the place. It's not that. You're recreating what the first game did. Fine. Without a remake to the first game that came out in 1999 on the PlayStation 1. Fine. I'll accept that. You're wanting to change lore. Fine, because everything after Silent Hill 4 I don't give a fuck about.
I don't get the changing of the lore thing.
Because you haven't extensively played the games, dived into the
No, but
bosom.
I just got a crash course from you just now, literally.
There's a lot. Between Silent Hill 1 and 4.
But the Cliff Notes is a fucking girl who died from a cult.
No, that's the cliff notes of the first game. Because in the fourth game, which is the direct sequel to the first game, so was 3.
Then how are you changing the law if shit changes up?
That's the thing. You're doing this game that invokes everything from the first game without the substance of the first game, because you're changing shit and that's fine, but I would prefer, maybe that's just me, a remake of the first game. This game looks like surface value Silent Hill, and that's my problem, and that was my problem with everything after 4. To understand Silent Hill, which, again, I'm not trying to claim I'm the expert on shit. I want to make this abundantly clear. There are fuckers on YouTube that have made 8-hour dissection videos on Silent Hill 2. You're the problem with the world. But I watched it.
Oh my god.
It's true, though.
It's the... You got to get the atmosphere. You got to get the feel. You got to not redo and reprint. Nothing in the first 4 games felt the same. Everything after felt like Silent Hill 2, including the Silent Hill 2 remake, but worse. And that's what I got from this trailer. It invokes the name of Silent Hill without understanding what Silent Hill is. Resident Evil.
Oh, you fucking stole it from my mouth.
Resident Evil invoked everything in their remakes. The originals. It's all there. You get, let's use Silent Hill 4 for an example. And 2. You get the quirky one-lining of Leon. The snarkiness of Claire. It's all there from the originals. Silent Hill 3, I haven't completed yet, but the original Resident Evil 3 kind of, I'm not enjoying it. The remake, it's the same feeling kind of thing. 2 and 4, it really comes off as they understood the source material and adapted it. Whereas Silent Hill 2 remake didn't understand the source material and used their own fling on it, their own spin on it. Fine. You do you. I will finish your fucking game on stream in the future when it runs properly.
Get to the F.
Silent Hill F feels like the exact same problem as every other Silent Hill property after 4. They're just trying to reinvent the first 4 games, but it's not going to work because the fans of the original 4 games know where the fuck this is going. It's just repeating the same shit. Resident Evil repeats, but it's accurate and it's supposed to be a remake. This is supposed to be a spin-off? Guess what? I had a spin-off with Origins, Homecoming, Shattered Memories, and fucking Downpour, and Book of Memories. 4 fucking games. You ain't fucking tricking me this time. I'm done. Get rid of Unreal Engine, by the way. I've gone on long enough. I'm sorry. Silent Hill F pissed me off. There's good things, but I'm a cynical asshole.
You are.
Rob, I'm going to come to you last. Chase, what do you think?
You know, it's tough for me to really put my opinion on it because I've never really been a fan of Silent Hill. It just never really was my thing. But I've also never really been a fan of Resident Evil either. But all I know is that my best friend from high school, one of his favorite things on the planet is Silent Hill. And he's loved everything in the last Silent Hill game, the remake. He's
Really?
loved it too. So like I just think the bottom line is just there's different preferences. I mean, Silent Hill Remake was one of the biggest games of last year. It sold extremely well and it had great reviews and people loved it. Whereas JR, we all know he sees things differently than us and he feels differently about things than us. I can't knock him for disliking what he dislikes. So I just can't put my opinion on it because for one, I just don't really have like a say. I don't know what he sees because I haven't played the games.
So what you're saying is get your ass here. We'll do a fucking marathon. I own them all physically, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah. So, I respect what JR has to say, and I don't think he's crazy. I think and I'm not saying that's what we're all saying. I'm just saying that I personally just don't see what he sees because I haven't experienced what he has. I don't know how I can really put myself in the place, if you know what I mean.
You have though in a certain point of view,
God of War,
Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yotai.
Oh, well, that's what I was going to say. I'd rather get a Sly Cooper from Sucker Punch than Ghost of Yote. God damn it, Ray, now you have me mad.
That's what I'm saying. I would rather get a remake of Silent Hill 1 than Silent Hill F following the disastrous, in my opinion, Silent Hill 2 remake.
I would rather them remake Ghost of Tsushima for the next console and add extra missions and a story to give us what the game set up than rather make us a game that's branching off of everything just in the world of Ghost of Tsushima and referencing 300-year-old Jin Sakai. That is a travesty. Oh,
so you know how I feel. Now amplify that by 20 years.
Then obviously I understand how JR feels, and I agree with him.
There we go. That's all I'm saying.
You all can shove your heads in toilets now.
Y'all go drink the Fallout fucking 3 radiated toilet water.
Oh my god, Gams, what about you? Did you see this trailer? What you think?
Yes, I actually watched it as JR was talking the entire time. So, redropping the jaw dropper that I dropped a couple weeks ago, I don't play horror games like that. I've never played the Silent Hill games. I've never played Resident Evil. Like, the most horror games that I've played is in the past few years with the Five Nights at Freddy's series, and that one time I tried, my eldest brother made me try Outlast. And would not let me out of the room until I got a certain amount in with that game, and then I never touched it again because I'm a pansy little bitch. I don't like getting scared. I love horror movies because those are linear plot things, all right? But with games, it feels like they're after me specifically,
Yeah.
So, watching this trailer, this looks pretty cool, and it's got the Silent Hillisms. You got fog, there's fog and there's creepy shit. That's Silent Hill. So, what? I don't know. It looked pretty scary. I'm probably going to be made to play it by Rob, and then I'm going to be on call with him screaming like a little bitch.
And I'll enjoy it every step of the way.
Listen, it'll be in my house.
While we're all cuddling.
Comments.
I cuddle.
Comments.
That's not what you do.
Honestly, Silent Hill F reminds me of Fatal Frame franchise. It didn't come off as a Silent Hill game when I watched the trailer.
The F is for Fatal Frame, JR.
Stop it.
Hold on, wait a minute.
The wifey comes in. Fallout 3 radiated toilet water is pretty good, though. With the 2 fingers, the circle fingers.
The F is for Fallout.
Listen. It wasn't below the belt, so it doesn't count.
I also want to add, real quick, Silent Hill 1 was finding your daughter. Silent Hill 2 was finding your dead wife, dealing with the guilt of, spoilers, you fucking murdered her. Silent Hill 3 was a direct sequel to the first, where you play as the daughter, finding and getting revenge on the people that killed your father, where 4 deals more in depth with the psychological aspect of dreams and a subcult of an orphanage of children who have been warped and the 21 sacraments.
You are so lucky that you were AFK while I was going on my spiel about this,
Oh,
because
I
you probably
fucking
would have
heard
been pissed
you.
off.
No, I'm not mad. I heard you on the wifey's phone. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad. Why would I be mad?
Yeah,
I know where you live.
What's your thoughts on this Silent Hill F trailer? What do you think about this as a whole?
Listen, I'm a big consumer of Japanese horror. And this trailer exudes that immensely because it has that feel and that vibe. Now, I can understand JR's concerns. I can, because I've been there with Silent Hill for a very integral part of my life. And I've played amazing Silent Hill games. And I've played Homecoming and Downpour. They're not good.
And Origin and Shattered Memories and Book of Memories. I'm sorry.
We're not gonna get that deep into it, but I just want to make this clear. The major developer of this game is Neo Bards Entertainment Ltd.
Yeah.
They have worked on Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, Dynasty Warriors M, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, Resident Evil Reverse, Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. Unfortunately, they worked on Marvel's Avengers, Resident Evil Resistance, and the Origins Collection, Onimusha Warlords, and the Devil May Cry HD Collection.
That's not bad, though. That's not a
bad track record at all.
Yeah.
No, it's not. And my main point here is Silent Hill F is, in every sense of the word, a spin-off. It's doing its own thing. Its entire identity is rooted in everything that Silent Hill has done in the past and all the way into the present. It just has a new spin. For me personally, again, as a J-horror fucking lover and purveyor and consumer, this to me speaks not exactly a fresh restart, but a new fucking identity. Because at the same time, while it is just Silent Hill in Japan, that can go very many a different way.
Like Junji?
Yeah, like Junji Ito, like Japanese fucking folklore.
Yeah.
You can go so many fucking different ways with this. It's actually insane and dizzying.
And it looks like they're doing that, because like there was all sorts of like folklore references and like drawings and shit.
And that's the best part about this, because if they really do lean heavily on the Japanese folklore with this, it's going to be a 10 out of 10 for me. Because you have that of the Onryo, which is vengeful ghosts and spirits and everything. You have so much to work with so many different pieces of media. That's how I'm seeing Silent Hill F. Because, I know the general public doesn't have much knowledge of this, but you look at kabuki presentations from way back into the 30s and 40s. Shit is fucking demented. Shit is fucking godless. Shit is in nowhere near anything that would ever be released today, to the point of that of the Toxic Avenger. Some of the shit that's happened in kabuki theater that has been adapted to that of movies have gone so far as to be unreleased with their film adaptations. There's a lot to go off with here, and a lot of it plays directly into the Silent Hill genome. A lot of it. if you know anything about Japanese horror, you know that it's fucking atmosphere over everything else. If you go off of literally anything that's been released from the late 90s to the early 2000s, you know that horror in and of itself from that of Japan directly links to that of a slow burn ethic.
Well, I would also say not necessarily, because the creator of the first Silent Hill game based the first game off of fuck me. The movie's name eludes me. Fuck, it's gone.
All I'm saying here,
it's based off of a movie where it's a Vietnam vet dealing with the traumatic experiences. He sees the monsters, and fuck, what the fuck is the movie's name? I own this movie, Nana. What the movie that's Silent Hill's based off of? God damn it, I own this fucker. Jacob's Ladder. Yes, you are God. Thank you for the beer. You're a fucking great God that has atoned unto me beer and Jacob's Ladder.
Oh shit!
But that's
no wonder why I didn't like Silent Hill. Jacob's Ladder.
Its whole basis is based off of Jacob's Ladder, which isn't Japanese.
but you see, that's the thing with this. This is so clearly Japanese.
Yep.
It's not called Silent Hill. It's called Silent Hill F.
And
it clearly takes place in a point in time where it's entirely fucking Japanese, and they have that fucking folklore.
Listen.
Wait,
there is a market. There is a legit market for these kinds of games, right? I forget their name, but like one of my favorite streamers, Queso, he plays these Japanese-made horror games based on Japanese folklore. They're like low poly as hell. I think they're all made in Unity or some shit. And they get the views, they get the traction because there's a market for this. But to have it as a AAA experience with the folks behind all of this sort of stuff, we could be on a fucking gold mine here when it comes to J-horror as a video game experience.
Look, and I'm not disagreeing with anyone's point here. I'm not. I'm the naysayer. That is me. But that is me as a old school Silent Hill fan coming in as the naysayer, right?
Wait a minute. You gonna make me put the hat on? You're gonna make me put the hat on. This is what you sound like right now. God damn it, you sons of bitches, you son! I cannot believe
because hear me out.
What the fuck is
When the original creators say Silent Hill franchise was never supposed to be a J-horror, it's based off of Jacob's Ladder, an American-made movie who drew inspiration from American horror, and then you all of a fucking sudden want to make it J-horror. I'm not against it. I'm not. But you've deterred me in the wrong direction with everything after 4, including the Silent Hill 2 remake. So excuse fucking me for having my fucking reservations for this shit.
Listen, Konami is a Japanese company
who also made a game franchise where the original creators based it off an American IP. It was also a ripoff of Resident Evil.
That's a very big argumentative point. Yep. Because at the end of the day, this is a game that is taking a franchise that was based off of an American IP, and they're bringing it back to their home country.
And that's okay.
A lot can be done with this. And I don't think people, not saying you, JR, because I know you're well-versed, but I don't think a lot of people fucking realize just how hard this title can go based solely on the fact that it takes place in Japan.
Oh, dude, all you have to do, if you want to win someone like me over, have the protagonist, I don't give a fuck where the story goes. Go to that forest. I won't say the full name. Go to that forest and let me experience the horrors there within. You do that, you sold me, and I'll be there.
I'm going to be honest. If this game doesn't go there and it sells well, the sequel will.
Oh, I hope so.
Because that is the antithesis entirely of the entire thing. To the point where a game like Fatal Frame has gone there.
Yes.
So I just looked this up. The games I was referring to was called Chilla's Art. Chilla's Art games. You look up those games, those are some banger games, but they're indie as hell. They're so low budget. This is AAA experience, but it's that same vibe as the Chilla's Art games.
See, this is where I can kind of side with JR. Because when it comes to indie developed games, there is a clear cut path. This isn't a AAA production. This isn't, like having Konami breathing down the back of your neck. That is the only part where I will directly and 100% back JR, because as much as I am excited for this, as much as I am ready to drop the $60 to $70 on this digitally so we can play it, Gams, there is a sense of worry because this isn't an indie developed game. This is coming from a studio that's worked directly on that of Resident Evil and the whole 9 yards, and it's being backed by Konami. There are parameters set. There are things in motion. And it could very well be a fucking pot of hot dog water. It absolutely can. And nobody can deny it. Because Konami haven't made great fucking choices in the past. They really haven't. And it starts directly with that of firing Hideo Kojima, claiming his award at the Game Awards, the whole 9 yards. But that's a conversation for a different fucking podcast.
I thought that went back to 2005 when they greenlit Silent Hill Origins, but I'm sorry. We don't talk about that. We're not going to acknowledge that real quick. That's what I mean. I've had a history with Konami.
The point being, yes, indie developed games do have a specific aura, a specific intensity to them that you're not going to find anywhere else. This is still a AAA developed title from a studio that hasn't had officially an original game under their belt. So in some senses, I do agree with JR. There's a lot to be afraid of here because, again, this studio only worked on remasters, on bringing remakes up to fucking speed with HD fucking whatever the fuck's in VR. There is something to fear here. But at the same time, when looking at it from the aspect of somebody who didn't get directly into Silent Hill until he was a little bit older, there is a lot to work with here. And there is a lot of room to really fucking micro-step into versus what the Silent Hill 2 remake did. There is no parameters. There is simply just that put Silent Hill in Japan and where do we fucking go from there? We know so little about this game. We know so little about what it's going to do. And that, to me, gives me hope because if you know anything about late 90s to early 2000s J-horror, these motherfuckers did not hold back. And Silent Hill is a franchise where you don't hold back.
No.
I would love to see the split-mouthed woman in this game.
Listen, I absolutely agree with what Rob just said, seriously, because to me, the F stands for franchise. Speaking of franchises,
motherfucker.
Here we go. Starship Troopers is returning to life with a brand new live-action movie, and it's being reported that Neill Blomkamp will write and direct. See, I told you he was coming back to the bugs in space. I told you.
He's getting his Aliens movie.
Yeah, he's getting his Aliens movie. Yep, took the words right out of my mouth. Finally, because, dude, let me tell you something, brother. Okay? To quote a fucking weird-ass wrestler nowadays anyway. This shit right here, this news from Bloody Disgusting blew my head off. This was last minute shit, ladies and gentlemen. Rob threw this shit into the fucking chat while I was setting up the fucking live stream. I was like, what? This is crazy. And yes, I would like to know more. If it is a fact that Neill Blomkamp will write and direct this movie, ladies and gentlemen, we are sitting on a fucking gold mine here. We literally are. Because he wanted to do an Aliens movie, and that Aliens movie would have been the best thing since Aliens. It would have been better than anything we've gotten before. Let me rephrase that. Anything we've gotten after Aliens, prior to the news, and after Prometheus, when Ridley Scott was like, "No, I'm gonna do it myself." Fuck you, Ridley Thanos. Don't touch nothing no more. Stop.
Ridley Thanos.
Makes me sick to my stomach.
Wow.
Giving
Listen.
him too much credit.
Ridley Thanos, would you like to know more?
Would you like to know more? Because that's the problem, right? He said, nah. You got to look at it in a world. At that point in time, right? These old IPs were coming back and they were making buku fucking bucks. I mean, Star Wars came back. Like everything was coming back. And he was like, oh, I'll do it. And again, I don't have a problem with Prometheus. I don't. Covenant? Yeah, I'd go fuck yourself with that one. The F stands for go fuck yourself. I'm gonna fuck. Pissed me off. Because Neill Blomkamp was, Sigourney Weaver said she was coming back. She was like, I read the script. I'm in. Fuck.
Yeah.
This dude was
concept art and everything.
Yes. This dude was on cloud 9.
Yeah.
District 9 was fantastic. I really liked Elysium. And seriously, Chappie wasn't bad.
And then you had fucking Alien director Ridley asshole come in and say,
I'll do
I
it
want
myself.
to come back to my roots.
Yeah, no.
Boy.
It was
Whatever the
terrible
fuck Brits
because
sound like.
Neill Blomkamp was going to be the fucking James Cameron.
Oh, he was, dude.
Generation. So we didn't get that. And we'll see what happens with Aliens Earth. But
I'll be right.
This news right here, if this is for legit shit, and I do trust Bloody Disgusting.
Oh yeah, Bloody Disgusting is usually a pretty credible source.
They're my network. They're owned by Shudder, by the way.
Yeah, they do. They are. I trust them. If this is legit, motherfucker, we're gonna get a sequel to District 9 and Starship Troopers in one movie. In one fucking movie. And I'm not talking crossing universes. I'm not talking crossovers. I'm just talking. Look at District 9 and how violent and bloody that movie gets and gory.
Mm-hmm.
And look at this image of Star. Like, look at this image. It's fucking gory. It's violent.
Yeah, it's Paul Verhoeven. Would you like to know more?
Would you like to know more? All I would like to know is, all y'all on the same page as me? I want this movie yesterday. Chase.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Because I think he is a director that needs to be more in the spotlight. And I feel like if we ever want to see something Aliens with him, if the Fede Alvarez stuff never works out, maybe this could give him a chance. I think Alien versus Predator done by Neill could be great. I mean, I think he's a great director. I loved I loved District 9 and Elysium was cool. I saw that in theaters. So I'm totally down to see him do Starship Troopers. I mean, could you imagine could you imagine just a dark, bloody, gritty, nasty toned Starship Troopers? Like, that just sounds fun.
Chase, don't make me lick you. That sounds great. I love you. That's so good.
Yeah, no,
Like, they should remake the movie Reign of Fire and have Neill direct that. That'd be great too.
Games, what do you think? Starship Troopers,
Oh,
Blomkamp.
well, what I would like to know more of is this going to be a remake? Is this going to be a sequel?
It
Is
ain't a
Reboot.
remake. How do you
Reboot.
remake a classic?
Hard reboot.
Yeah.
hard reboot?
I didn't even
Okay,
think
so
of
if it's going to be a hard reboot, then maybe Neill Blomkamp could take his own spin on it. You know, District 9 had its very inherent themes to that movie. It's part of the reason why I fucking loved that movie when I first watched it. And when did that movie come out? 2011?
Starship Troopers?
No, District 9.
2009, bro.
2000. Shit. Damn. All right.
Yeah,
Anyways,
that's an
love
old
that movie. Its themes were dripping off of every word of dialogue, both alien and human. I feel like, could he follow up Verhoeven in terms of like satire? I don't know.
It would be subdued.
Not for nothing. District 9, Elysium, and Chappie all had satire in it. It's just like JR just said, it's very subdued. It's there.
Yeah.
It's like an innuendo. It's there though. You if you get it, oh shit, that's funny. You get it.
And that's the brilliance of it, is you can have a subdued subtext of fascism while you're following a squad of infantrymen, mobile infantry, going to defeat the bug menace. And it could be played, bro. This is how you make Starship Troopers horrifying. Yes, Paul Verhoeven satiricalness, but it was very graphic. It was very, dare I say, Dark Knight Returns with it, where it's like, we just show you the shit. And in other news, you know what I mean, where it's like you follow a squadron of mobile infantry set to do a specific mission, and the brutality of it, you ground it. That's one thing we haven't seen.
So you make it like a fucking PTSD survivor's guilt allegory type shit.
Hear me out. You ground it. All of these mobile infantrymen believe in the Federation. We are here to defeat the bug menace. There are subtle things throughout the movie that go to show, hey, maybe we started the war. Maybe we set that comet to destroy Mos Eisley or whatever the fuck that fucking place was called that got bombed and Rico went ape shit.
Definitely wasn't Mos Eisley.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking of Star Wars. Shut up.
Or maybe he makes something closer to the book?
No.
Ooh.
But I just genuinely think you go with it's not serious, because if you're people like us, you will get that subtext where it's like, oh my, it's a background. The fascism of the mobile infantry and everything is in the background. But you play it straight from the perspective of the unit. This is their mission. That is fucking good cinema. It's not shoved in your face. It's kept in the background, and it's a compelling story.
I just hope you don't make that into an expectation, because then you'll get disappointed if it's anything but that.
It's not an expectation, but that's how I could see it going. Because for me, that's what I would do with Starship Troopers. I would just keep the Federation as a background satirical fascism thing, because that's what the mobile infantry is. It's fascism. It really is.
I've heard from people I've heard from people who read the original book that the Verhoeven movie isn't very accurate, like at all.
No,
so
it plays up the fascism.
Maybe the Blomkamp version could be closer. That could be cool, in my opinion.
But it would be
anyways,
cool.
I see somebody right here who's been wanting to open his mouth this entire time. Look at him. He is suffering.
No, because
right,
I know he agrees with me.
Thank you, Gam Gam. I was gonna get to him. Rob, what's your thoughts?
What happened to Godzilla King of the Monsters?
It was a beautiful movie that was directed by a genius with terrible dialogue implemented by the horrible, horrible studio.
It
But all in
bombed.
all,
Studio
brought
interference.
characterization to the
It bombed.
monsters and great
Nah.
music and soundtrack.
Relax. You know what happened to Godzilla King of the Monsters?
Side bomb.
It was good.
People who didn't get it.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. Starship Troopers is probably one of the biggest misunderstood fucking films of the current generation. You've got the right director and the right writer, but you've got the wrong fucking timeline, and I'm telling you this right now. Because I have seen across all of social media, in every media format possible, just how fucking terribly people have read into this goddamn movie. And I'm telling you right now, the same shit's going to fucking happen again. I'm sorry. I don't want to be that guy. I absolutely do think so. Because there are people that take this movie and its themes and its satire fucking seriously because they don't know how to read the back of a fucking cereal box.
Okay, but in that same vein, you watch Showgirls, which is the same director, and you take that as fucking serious?
No.
You know, and
How long ago was Showgirls?
Exactly.
3 years after Starship Troopers.
And you know,
Yeah, and
isn't
what's
it,
that compared to what we're living in right now?
didn't the director also make RoboCop, and then they made a remake of that as well? And even though it wasn't by the director, it still did bad.
Which totally missed the fucking point of what
Yeah.
RoboCop was supposed to be. I do not doubt Neill Blomkamp in any way, shape, or form. I doubt the fucking audience because I see it every time this movie is fucking brought up. People don't fucking get it.
Yeah.
They don't. This is a movie that was built and made for its fucking time frame. This was a book that was built and made for its fucking time frame.
Time out. Rob, I'm glad you said that. Exactly that. And you know we don't like to get that P word here, even though I did already early in the podcast when I was talking about,
Are you talking about Pistachio from Left 4 Dead 2?
You know what I'm saying? You know.
Oh,
what if you take the concept and work it around today's society?
Oh, pick me!
No, I'm not picking you. I'm talking to Rob.
Motherfucker.
I still think everything would be lost.
Gotcha.
Because Ray, I'm telling you, I see it practically every other fucking week. People miss the point of this movie so fucking hard, and I'm going to date myself right now, and I don't really give a shit because if you can't, I know you would, and I would too, but at the same point, at the same fucking time, this is a fucking concept. This is a franchise that is too smart for its own fucking good. And there is literally a generation that has completely lost its fucking self on this goddamn movie and doesn't realize that it's fucking satire. And I bring up Godzilla King of the Monsters for the exact same fucking reason.
Yeah.
People don't fucking get it. And in the same breath, I don't trust the modern generation for fucking getting it. You can fucking spell it out for them, and they're still going to make their TikToks, their fucking Instagram fucking reels, and the whole 9 yards about why this is a bad thing and why it's fucking glorifying everything.
But that right there, I didn't even think about that, and thank God, because you're younger than me, and you think along those lines that I don't. What if you got a motherfucker in the middle of a fucking bug war doing TikTok like, oh shit, son?
I don't want. I legitimately do not fucking want that because that is beyond what the movie was meant for.
Rob, hear me out. Hear me out.
That's kind of funny. And now
That's satire.
Kids in the seats.
So someone's dying and they're putting a filter over themselves.
No, it's not the filter. You have one asshole with an intergalactic fucking bullshit ass Federation cell phone that's made in fucking wherever the fuck.
America.
There you go. America. And it's like, hey, this is what's happened over here. Look at my gun. Look at my helmet. I'm so bad. I'm fucking getting ripped apart. You can't tell me that's a terrorist. That's a bullshit right there.
All right, let me ask you a more recent
in the
question.
chat for me, homies. I'm dying.
Yes.
Let
Yes.
Let me ask you a more recent question then.
All right.
Why the fuck didn't that take off with the latest Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie? Because they did the exact same fucking thing.
Oh, pick me.
Yeah, I'll pick you, JL, because I didn't watch that.
I didn't watch it either, but I can tell you why it doesn't work. Because out of all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies, there are only 2 good ones and 1 remake that is decent.
There's a bunch of
That
movies, though. I can't buy them.
Yeah, and they're all garbage except the first one. Here's the problem.
You didn't beat Rob's point there. You did not beat Rob's point there.
Here's how I beat that. Here's how I beat that. Texas Chainsaw Massacre isn't the slasher / IP where you do satirical anything. It was Toby Hooper made a product of its time, a documentary style in the same vein as an Ed Gein incident.
That's my point.
I love you. You're psychokinetic.
Give your point. Stop with the fucking jerk off fest.
I'll jerk you off.
Yeah, you already did.
I know, it was great. But what I'm trying to say is, you can do that. You can with this. The remake failed because of bad script, bad direction, bad storyline, bad everything with Leatherface. Leatherface isn't the face of where you go with something that is satirical. That's not where you go with something like this.
That's
Starship Troopers is
King of the Monsters, though.
King of the Monsters wasn't satirical, though.
No,
this is
but
supposed to be.
That's my whole fucking point. It's goddamn perception. People listen to Rotten Tomatoes. People listen to these fucking film bros that don't know an ass from a goddamn hole.
And that's where I said,
point.
Like I said earlier, I get it.
Bro, the anti-woke crowd, I can foresee they'll suck this movie's dick right off, saying that it's the most anti-woke movie to ever anti-woke, and it's the second coming of Christ.
Listen, everybody shut up. You have the right person, you have the wrong fucking timeline. You absolutely do have the right person, but I genuinely do not see anybody that is living in the modern day that is younger than us actually reading between the fucking lines unless it's spelled out for them.
Okay.
Because to be completely honest, when it comes to Starship Troopers, it's one of those fucking movies.
It is.
Hear me out.
It absolutely is.
Wasn't that inherently what the original was? Because it was.
We just said that.
But that's the whole point here.
That's like Starship Troopers is the movie where media literacy goes to die.
Listen, I will fully admit that I could be dead goddamn wrong, and this remake by Neill Blomkamp, written and directed and produces, starring Jon Favreau. Have you seen his shit? I absolutely admit, and I have no problem with admitting that I am wrong, but the only reason why I am negative towards this is simply because you can look in the modern day. You can look at articles, you can look at tweets, you can look at fucking everything. Goddamn near everybody that is fucking younger than me has misunderstood this movie and its message in fucking bold goddamn italics.
Yeah, but isn't that the point?
Hold up, hang on, JL. But and I see what you're saying. What is the percentage of those kids watching a movie that came out when it came out and did what it did to place, satire upon the thing. Because I think this is actually a perfect time. Now, here's the deal. I love Neill Blomkamp, and again, it's subtle in his movies, right? District 9 was probably the most out there. Maybe even Chad.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm lying. All three.
Chad be subdued.
No, all three of them. Because Elysium is just showing you straight up, like rich versus poor. Like they do it, right?
Well, Elysium was supposed to be Halo, so
I get it. But what I'm saying is, like, he has a knack. This, if done right, would be one of the funniest comparisons to what we're going through today. And if they add, would you like to know more? Like I just did, that would be hysterical.
But you see, that's the perfect counter argument to me, because if you look at this movie through the lens of knowing what the original is about, knowing what the book is about, this is probably the most perfect fucking movie to come out within the next 4 to 5 years than anything fucking else, because it turns everything else on its fucking head.
It does, and it'll flop like the original, and the future generation like us will get it.
But that's my point, because this is so clearly being done to be made into a franchise.
Yeah.
No.
And that's the one thing I want to bring up too, is we don't know how he's going to be selling this movie. It could be something completely bonkers and whimsical, and people are gonna find it comical, or it can be sold like something like an Aliens film, like Alien Romulus did. The thing is, right now, horror is in a renaissance, and if it's shown off as like something dark and gritty and spooky and like almost having that alien spirit to it, it might surprise us in a sense where it actually doesn't do bad or ruin the film. But I think it comes down to how does this movie present itself with its trailer, and how does it sell itself?
True.
And
very fucking true.
And that's where I come from. You do it from the squad perspective. You make it personal with the satirical subtext, the background. Because we'll get it, the future generation will get it, but the mass audience won't get it.
So
which is what happened to the original.
There's one word that is going to defeat this entire concept, and it is so over fucking used to a point where I don't think people realize it anymore.
Sexy?
If this trailer comes out and you see a motherfucker getting murdered on TikTok Live, you know what people are going to say? Cringe. And that's going to turn an entire generation off.
Yeah, as soon as someone says cringe, it's over.
It's done.
I don't know.
It's not even just TikTok. It's Instagram or whatever it's being streamed.
Someone explain to me what. You're good. What is cringe? What is this Instagram?
It's what's embarrassing.
It's what the general audience uses.
I don't know.
Listen. Like I just fucking said, the word is so over fucking used to the point where it doesn't have goddamn meaning anymore. To the point where if you try anything new or you try to have a commentary on something, people label it as fucking cringe. And that's where, I'm sorry, as a content creator, I see it all the fucking more.
No,
the minute I try something new, the minute I try something different, it's fucking cringe. It doesn't just stop with me. It stops with fucking everything goddamn else. Because people cannot read context anymore.
Wait, Foucault, let me ask you a question real quick.
Foucault.
What
if?
What if? Because what you're saying is no fucking lie at all. But what if they took that, because it's satire, and added it to the movie? You add it to the trailer. You see people going, "Oh, it's so cringe," when they're back home on Earth, where you see these dudes dying, fighting this alien fucking thing. For what? They're not even going to fuck. They're not fighting the aliens because the aliens invaded. they're fighting the aliens because they want the minerals, and then they're live streaming and all that shit, and they're like, that you see because it was in the original. You see them like in Los Angeles and Beverly Hills, and you see the girl.
My dick is going to explode. I'm just going to say it right now. We would get it. The younger generation wouldn't, because they've proven time and time again with the reading of this movie that they don't fucking get it. My bladder is about to explode. I don't want to fucking villainize that of an entire generation, because I know they're not all fucking stupid and illiterate to a certain extent, where all they do is live on fucking TikTok. But that is what is exactly I am fucking saying. It is the perfect movie with the perfect director and the perfect writer in the wrong fucking time.
Listen, let's go take a fucking piss. We'll be
Go,
back.
man, go.
Yo, I'm just saying, if he would have beat on camera, we would have gotten more fucking views than the John Cena fucking.
Listen, man, I peed on camera multiple times during my Twitch streaming days, and my views did go up. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to neglect you.
Yeah, well, now we have those. Now we have those ASMR freaks that like the sounds and stuff. So that's why.
Ooh, I think I'm about that tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight on the G
Ladies
Show.
and gentlemen, we're gonna do a little ASMR. We're gonna do a little tapping.
God, it makes me want to rip my eyes out.
Yes, tonight, G Show After Dark.
Especially with my microphone quality.
I want to, harken on what Rob has been saying. I honestly, I do think he's right, because we do have this educational and rational thinking difference now, where people don't take things for like, it's like people are honestly too sensitive, and they don't think, and I don't mean sensitive as in the way, maybe that's the wrong word, but we do live in a generation now where people are stupid, and they don't, if there's something that's cringy or wrong or embarrassing in a movie,
and woke. Let's not forget woke.
Yeah, if you want to use woke, people push it aside like a plate of food they don't want to eat. We don't understand. We are no longer in this generation where we see things for art or what they are and for what messages they're trying to convey. I think that is a big thing that has shifted since Avengers. It's not saying Avengers is the cause, but the thing is it just seems like that shift is like, if it's not, if it's trying to convey a satirical message and some type of thing to make you think, or if it's comedy or humor, the people beneath us that are younger than us, I don't know if it's Gen X or whatever, because I just don't pay attention to that.
No. It's Gen Alpha and Gen Beta nowadays.
Yeah,
oh gosh. Well, anyways,
generation.
the youngins, as I'll call them, they're not going to get it, and since they run the internet now, it's just not. I definitely agree with Rob. It's going to be a dumpster fire.
Real quick, Chase, I got to say something real quick, man. This entire fucking podcast, this entire fucking live stream, you have been setting it up, and we have not talked. But everything I was going to do, you would do and throw it in a different order. But fuck, you mentioned the Avengers, and there's another thing. I don't know if we're gonna get to that because it's fucking late. But anyhow, let's get to some chats while
Spider-Man comes in and says, I can't trust trailers given rug pulls we've gotten Romulus Transformers 1 except cringe has lost its meaning. It's just something to dismiss topics, deludes people from giving a chance, giving it a chance. Listen, I am Arnold Schwarzenegger, don't you correct me. Younger generations need something explained at face value or explained to them in short form content given their short ass attention spans. Understanding movies is just something that isn't happening anymore. They need things explained to them, or they just need to dismiss something as cringe and join that hive mind way of thinking.
And it's either that everything needs to be explained to them overtly, or the plot just doesn't need to be there at all, and it's just flashing lights and colors, kind of like Godzilla
Right.
versus Kong.
More like New Empire.
I just want to say one more thing.
Kind of like GXK.
Yeah, New Empire.
I don't want to discredit an entire generation because that's not right and that's not fair.
I thought I was getting
I work for the high
but
school. I see it.
I thought I was getting a compliment for my Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation, but
I understand that.
You've been doing it the entire stream, and I don't understand why.
So I just want to say I don't want to discredit an entire generation, but I just want people to understand where I'm coming from. I've seen it recently. I have seen it as recently as like last fucking week. This is a movie that gets misread so fucking frequently. It's honestly insane. And with the way that filmmaking is done in this day and age, again, this is the perfect movie with the perfect writer and director that is fucking going to helmet, hopefully, because let's be honest, Neill Blomkamp was supposed to do Halo like 3 separate times, and they turned it fucking 3 separate movies.
Yeah, but that's Steven Spielberg's bullshit too.
I just want to communicate. This is a hard movie to sell to the modern generation. You, JR, you, me, Ray, Chase, Gams, we're going to fucking get it because we grew up with the original. Yeah. And seeing what's happened with recent films and that of Godzilla, King of the Monsters, I use that as an example. There is so much ground for people to just not get it and write it off as something.
You literally sent me a horrible take like not even a month ago regarding Starship Troopers.
And it's like, that's my point. There is a completely different, like, broader aspect and generation that is going on right now that literally views this movie through a lens that doesn't get that it's satire. And like people expect that to be properly communicated in the modern day.
We're still, you got people saying, "Oh, if the fascism displayed is actually appealing, then it's bad satire." And it's like, well, why is it appealing to you, you fascist motherfucker?
Hold up.
And it's like, I'm not even trying to be a boomer. I'm not even trying to be somebody that, like, immediately discredits things, but it's like, I see it happen every single day. And I've seen it happen with my favorite fucking franchise at least once, and then moving forward into other things. It's like, this is too smart of a movie and too smart of an idea to even fucking waste on some people out there in this day and age, because so many people just don't read between the fucking lines.
You know what's sad? Who has the IP?
I think it's Sony.
Sony.
That's a whole fucking different conversation, because Sony is about as fucking tone deaf as a goddamn fat man with graying hair named Don Vito trying to sing an opera.
Look,
it's not gonna.
And my thing with this is like Silent Hill F. We will see. We'll see how it goes, because you'll have people that enjoy it. Listen, it's almost parallel. You have the hardcore fans, which I am, of the original Starship Troopers, the hardcore fans of Silent Hill, the first 4 games, like I am. And then you have the other people that discovered it later, and that's okay. Let's see where this goes forward, and I'm looking forward to it. Silent Hill F be damned.
So Sony does not own the IP. It's this company called Virginia.
Yeah.
Virginia Heinlein Prize Co.
Haven't they been doing the animated? There was 2 animated films with Johnny Rico.
And regarding Starship Troopers, I'm not sure, but it says they own the film rights,
Oh.
comic rights, game rights, and
And that's them.
Well,
Yeah, then that's them.
That's who I was referring to because G1, you know, the 2 animated films with Johnny Rico. Do you remember those?
Now,
I do.
I don't
I've
want
seen
them.
them.
Yeah, they're terrible, but they exist.
Listen, every Starship Trooper movie after the fucking first one is bad.
Yes.
It's bad. That's why. And I get what Rob is saying. I really do, brother. I do. Because again, like I said, I work at a high school. I see it. You know what I'm saying? The attention span is nothing.
Non-existent.
Yo, we don't go on dates to the movies anymore. And I think that's where cinema needs to recognize that sooner or later, we're going to die. And we are the ones that go to cinema. And I'll be honest. Shit, I haven't gone to the movies. Seriously, holy fuck.
Oh, don't.
Since last year, I have not gone to the theaters.
I thought you went to go see A Strange New World, that new Captain America one.
No, I didn't go to see it. I saw it.
Ah!
My man.
So
Yeah.
Listen, now I have a plan.
I haven't been to the theaters since I don't remember since I saw Wolfman, but I'm gonna see Novocaine next week.
So
Listen,
that's the thing. That's the thing. So like
Now I have a plan.
I get what Rob's saying. I really, really do. My hope, it's not a point, it's my hope. My hope is that you take what Starship Troopers was, because again, to me, you know what Starship Troopers reminds me of? It's like I clump them in the same thing. What Romero was doing with the Dead series. Speaking to social media, not social media, social content. Social commentary of what we're doing. That's what Romero is doing with the Dead series. To me, that's what Paul Verhoeven did with not just Starship Troopers, but RoboCop, right? And I'm hoping Neill Blomkamp does the same thing, because if you look at his 3 movies, it's in that vein. It's in that vein. It's not overt like the other 2 were, but it's in that vein. So if he's coming to do a Starship Troopers, maybe he goes buck wild, but he uses society today as the crux of it. Because when Verhoeven did it, it was the beginning of the internet age.
Bro, Jesus fuck, you just connected dots.
I know I connect the dots.
You did.
Sometimes.
I'm getting pissed because yes, George A. Romero with the Dead series. Oh my fucking god! And Paul Verhoeven.
It's what it is. And if you want,
it makes sense. He's the modern day George A. Romero, Paul Verhoeven.
Yeah, and now Neill Blomkamp is going to ape off of what Verhoeven did with the first one. And again, look, you know what I want to see, to be perfectly honest with you? I don't want to see a remake, a reboot. I don't want to see the book. I want to take the idea of Starship Troopers and I want to see aliens.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I want to see a horror movie. And Starship Troopers is a fucking horror movie. Don't get it.
Yes.
It's a horror movie because it's a horrors of war. It's just not the war fought on Earth.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I would love to see that. But at the same time, I will not dismiss Neill Blomkamp's eye for satire because he's done it. I got his box set trilogy. It's there. It's just go rewatch District 9. Go rewatch Elysium. I gotta watch Chappie again. Honestly, I only seen it once. The other ones I've seen multiple times. But it's there. It is there. And Starship Troopers, even though I wanted him to do aliens, Starship Troopers is actually a perfect vehicle for him to renew a franchise. It can't be a sequel. It's gotta be a reboot.
So
It is.
we're gonna watch Starship Troopers and some fucking Neill Blomkamp movie in July, right?
District 9.
Yeah. Or Chad.
My man.
I think he should be in charge of the Gears of War Netflix movie they're trying to do.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, that'd be dope.
That can of worms has been open.
Bro.
Okay, real quick, because honestly, I didn't think we were gonna be running this long, but we are running this long. There's one topic left. We can save it for next week because this topic is gonna bring us over another hour. I don't
You sure?
want that. Yeah, no, I'm sure. Because I got
All right.
I don't think I want to do that right now.
I'm down half.
I'm down too. You don't gotta worry about me. I'm here.
Oh fuck! All right, all right. then.
You let us know if you can.
No, you motherfuckers are down.
I am the
down.
fucking yo, bro. It's
I
about to be
mean-
8.
My arms and legs are numb. Let's do it.
Non-Syphilis Rodan comes in and says, I see it everywhere as someone young, surrounded by peers with the attention span of a fly. Jungle fashion. Action to us is all we need to be satisfied. I'm surrounded by low IQs in this fandoms.
You know what? Monsterverse Rodan. I want to say thank you for fucking being here because that's.
I
yeah,
love you, Monster vs. Rodan.
That's legit. All right, look.
I'm about to pop off with that take.
Why? Why would you pop off?
No, I'm gonna pop off in the sense that it's entirely fucking true because you can see it in the modern day Godzilla fan as well.
You fucking can!
All these motherfuckers that are saying take the humans out of the movies and just make them monsters. It's the same goddamn fucking
those
conversation.
ones that are saying to make Keith David voice Godzilla. Like, come on, we're not
Okay.
making the monsters talk.
Hear me out. You can do a Neanderthal movie with no dialogue. It exists. With
10,000 PCs on TV last night.
Exactly. With giant monsters existing. You can do it.
Oh, no, never
Who
mind.
the
You lost me.
Fuck is asking for it? Michael
What?
Doherty.
More people than you realize.
But I'm not saying it's a bad. I mean, it's kind of a bad idea. I just said it. But you can make it. You could try. That's
You know what?
that's the
Make
thing.
it, but put it in the Monarch show.
No. Yes. But like, try. I think that's my problem, and why I've been looking into Klaus Kinski lately, and I've just been like, try something different.
Hang on, because I do agree with this statement.
Spider-Man shooting ropes. Primal is a good example of no dialogue. Yes, I agree with you. It's a good ass show. I haven't watched season 2 yet, but I will eventually. But it's not something that needs to be in a Godzilla film.
I absolutely
Humans
agree
are
with that because I
Integral to
feel
the
like
series.
if people are wanting a Godzilla movie that's just monsters making noise, I think they just think they want that. The minute you sit down and watch a 2-hour movie of just Godzilla and then natives looking at him, it's going to be really fruitless, and you're going to be kind of like, "What the fuck are we watching?"
It's
That
called
is the
Walking with
entire
Dinosaurs.
point.
It's called
That
Walking
is the
with
entire point because you have people like Kevin Smith and you have other people in the fucking social
Don't
media.
say Kevin
sphere.
Smith.
I'm going to say Kevin Smith because he fucking said it. Eliminate the humans and just do fucking monsters. It's
Time
like
out.
He's an idiot.
to that fucking point, you have lost the fucking plot and you have lost the fucking point. Kevin Smith, I love you. You are one of my favorite human beings in the world. But that
He also
take
lives
in
in
and
the
of
great state of
itself,
the tri-state.
that in and of itself speaks to nothing but the fast forward button pushers. That's
Yeah,
all it
Yeah,
fucking
literally that is what the fast forward button is literally for, if that's all you're here for.
And I'm sorry, although Kevin Smith, I believe you're a Godzilla fan, but you're not a
Sucks.
Godzilla fan.
It's not Quentin Tarantino. And you know what? It's funny because like Gams just said it. Rob just said it. You know, it's documented here on this live stream. the hate certain movies get when it comes to Godzilla, King Ghidorah 91,
King of the
they
Monsters.
would be the ones. They would be the ones to press fast forward. But do they? No. They watch it so they can form their opinion and go crazy. Yeah.
Well, no. The fast forwarders are the ones that love Godzilla versus King Ghidorah.
I never fast forward.
Oh, I swear to fucking God.
No,
Right now.
Now listen, we're not talking about you.
Yeah, we're not talking about you. We're talking about the fast forwarders. They love that movie.
I'll fast forward through you.
Jesus Christmas Christ.
No, that was fucked up.
Monsterverse Rodan, I'm fucking sorry. I'll say it.
Wait. Before Monsterverse Rodan, Dawn comes in and says,
Godzilla was made by human error. We need the humans.
Like, literally, how is Godzilla supposed to fucking be a punishment for humanity if humanity's not there?
Monsterverse Rodan comes in and says, Rob, no! You sold it to the good boy in the Batman! How could you?
Now you got me talking.
How could you?
I'm sorry, but there is a generation of Godzilla fans that literally just watch clips on fucking YouTube. And I'm not saying this because I'm an old fan. I'm not saying this because I'm jaded. I'm not saying this because of anything, because it's never been more fucking evident in this goddamn fucking time frame with content creators and people with clout on fucking Twitter, where it has been more fucking evident, more fucking obvious that these people don't watch these fucking movies for the goddamn human plots. They watch it to watch monsters bump into each other. And I'm sorry, when it comes to the Heisei era, it is literally degraded to nothing but beam spamming and standing around and looking cool. That is literally all it has become. Listen, I have a point to make. Shut up.
Let him go.
I'm sick and fucking tired of it, and I'm sick and fucking tired of the goddamn take coming up so many goddamn times from people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Humans are absolutely integral to everything that Godzilla is because humans created Godzilla as a presence, as a meaning, as a fucking figurehead to everything that is good, bad, and everything in between. You cannot take the humans out of Godzilla, because the minute you take humans out of Godzilla, you take Godzilla out of being Godzilla. There is a fucking point to everything. And this doesn't even go beyond my love for the Showa era and my disdain for that at the Heisei era, because you boil everything fucking down to its most basic integrities, and it comes down to humans and their errors and what they do that influences what the monsters fucking do. And the same thing could even be said for that of Starship Troopers. You do not take the humans out of the equation, because the minute you take the humans out of the equation, you take the equation out of the equation. The whole reason why Godzilla and everything under the sun fucking melds with people and speaks to people is because of that aspect. Godzilla -1 says it. Shin Godzilla fucking says it. Every Godzilla movie in the fucking world fucking says it. So anybody with a fucking following and anybody with a fucking number that exceeds that of the triple goddamn digits, I need you all to shut the fuck up. Nobody with a brain wants a fucking Godzilla movie or a Godzilla franchise where it is just goddamn monsters, because at that point, you're just Michael Bay fucking Transformers after Transformers 3.
Listen.
You know what? Real quick, before you go, Dawn, Godzilla was made by human ever. We need humans, absolutely. And that was before Rob went on his rant. While Rob was about to go on his rant, I just want to let y'all know, ladies and gentlemen, a surprise to y'all. I'm doing a block party this weekend. I don't know if it's Saturday. I don't know if it's Sunday. It's probably Sunday.
The fuck?
No, I don't know. G1's flying solo. If y'all want to join, you can join, and I'll put the link in.
Bro,
but it's exactly
Sunday.
that. It is my solo block party this weekend will be my reasoning for loving and hating the Godzilla series. That's what I'm going to do. It's me. I wanted to do it last weekend, but last weekend I got caught up with other stuff. So I'm doing it this weekend because I don't have to worry about going to work the next day.
Bro, let's time and day. I'll be there.
Yeah, let's fucking talk.
It's Sunday. More than likely it's Sunday.
Perfect.
But again,
yeah,
it's not going to be one of those let's fight each other, let's debate each other. It's going to be why
Let's
we love
talk.
and why we hate. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be it.
Let's do it.
So
I'm
I'm
down.
pimping that now. I'm pimping that now. And fuck, are we really gonna do the last one? Y'all
Are we
so
talking-
I
Let's
get,
go.
I work.
Hey, we
I
need a
work
palate
early
cleanser,
morning
so go
shifts
ahead.
now. I work early
Listen.
morning shifts now, so I could be down for like basically
Rob.
anything at this point.
Rob, I get you Sunday. Come Sunday SmackDown. You and me, head to head. We be going down. Sorry, that was my WrestleMania.
That was not the point of the thing, though.
I know, but it was my WrestleMania thing.
If we're talking about Godzilla, I'm there. I'm absolutely there. And
That's
this
what
is
I
an
was saying.
interesting
You
subject.
and me, like, let's all talk.
See, ladies and gentlemen, this is where I love. This is where I gotta pull JR back. I gotta throw a fucking hoodie
Pull
over
me
it.
back.
The sack bag like he's Jason from Friday the 13th Part 2, right? Because
Do it.
Rob, me and you, this is my show, dickhead.
It is true.
Remember that. Don't let me get me mad, please.
I thought it was Triple H's show. I'm sorry.
I kill him too. You know, put him in the headlock. All right, we're gonna go.
I just one thing I wanted to touch real quick is like I'm minus ones in the background right now, and I'm just thinking the fact that minus one won an Oscar, and that was one of the most human-centric Godzilla films that we've gotten in a long time. Proves the point that humans are integral to the story.
It's almost like a certain generation doesn't fucking understand that because they're too busy watching MonsterVerse movies instead of watching the movies that came way fucking before it.
Are you sure is that what they're watching, or they're watching something like, the MCU? Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go.
Wow, when I thought we would have been done already.
It's
Dude,
2 hours.
Got a sunburn.
I jinxed it. I said at the top of the show, we go with 20 hours. Fuck!
20 hours.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
We're going 20 hours.
No.
We're doing fucking 2 days.
I gotta make sure I feed my cat.
Yeah, fuck me, dude. 20 hours? Holy shit.
We're not doing 20 hours. I can't believe we're at 2:45. Usually we're done.
We are?
Usually, maybe we go 3.
Usually.
Now we're gonna go.
Listen,
We might
let's get to the fucking chat real quick.
All right. Hey, let's go to the chat.
Harry comes in and says,
Don't do it.
"It's tires."
It's tires.
Fucking Taz is the shit. That's Rob. Fuck that guy.
No.
Fuck me, absolutely.
It's fucking tires. Let's go, shit, Rob. You my shit. Spider-Man comes in and says, yes, the actual Savage Hulk. He's red. He's fighting the weak captain.
Is so fucking stupid. I have things to say. It's fine.
Listen, what is it? My accent?
No, not you. The MCU using Hulk villains in a fucking Captain America movie. We'll get to it.
That set aside, I genuinely I take pride in my voice acting ability. I'm kidding.
What killed the dinosaurs?
The Ice Age! The Batman and the Point Boy with Poison Ivy and fucking Bane.
I will never hate on the Arnie voice, all right? I would make me a fucking hypocrite.
I'm sorry, I was trying to do Schwarzenegger while Rob was sneezing. I was trying to give him.
Listen, you can do Schwarzenegger when I'm there. It's okay. I do the voice. You just sit there and you just fucking mimic. You just move your mouth. It's okay. We be men.
Shut up, because seriously, some of us gotta eat, some of us gotta sleep.
Oh, it's Friday.
I don't give a fuck, bro. I work since fucking. I've been up since.
I work in the morning.
So do I. Drink another beer.
I have been. Anyhow, let's get to it. Will the MCU ever capture the magic again? I bring this question up because I watched Captain America: Brave New World.
Did you?
Did not hate the movie. I will say this does not compare to anything that they have done in the first phase. This is so akin to what they've been putting out in this phase ever since Endgame. And yes, you gotta throw Spider-Man No Way Home in there, because to me that was it. But Endgame was like the end, right? And you stupid ass. Like an idiot.
God, that's fucking funny.
I'm sorry.
It's not there. It's not there.
Okay.
Like for instance, I'll put it like this. When I say the magic, it's you see Iron Man 1, and then at the very end, if you're a comic book fan, you understand the implications, because at that time, Ultimate Universe Nick Fury was drawn and based off of Samuel L. Jackson. So when you see Samuel L. Jackson show up at the end of Iron Man, you're like, oh shit. Because as a comic book fan, if you're a normie, you don't get it. But at this point in time, the normies get it. This MCU, what we're getting right now, is it working? Does it capture the magic? Is it going to? Because I'm going to be perfectly honest. This wasn't a bad movie. It just wasn't the it movie. It did not say, oh shit, y'all got to go see this. And I'm not talking because there was like, the end, the mid credits or the end credit scene. It's boring. Like, this is a fucking TV show nowadays. Like, this is Supernatural. Carry on my wayward son. Terrible. That was terrible.
Really?
Very peace when you are done.
You're in Smallville. Somebody save! And then every time a person's face appears, listen.
Don't you cry no more.
That show sucks.
Oh.
This MCU is better than that show. Fuck Smallville. But what I'm saying is, if this is supposed to jumpstart like what we're about to get, even though we got the last couple of movies, no, this ain't it. This ain't it. And again, Deadpool Wolverine is in the MCU. But to me personally, that was the end of Fox. Because if you look at that movie on a whole, everything had to do with ending Fox owning the rights to the MCU characters. Everything. This is the MCU. This is supposed to be the follow-up to Endgame, to No Way Home, to fucking Eternals. I didn't even see Eternals. The Eternals...
Yeah, Multiverse of Madness, even.
It was a movie.
It's a movie. And honestly, there's one good sequence in the movie for me personally, and that's only because things was blown up. And if anybody knows me, y'all know, and I said a billion times, things blow up, thumbs up. Giant monsters, thumbs up. That's why the Class of Nukem High movies are fucking good. Even though they suck, there's giant monsters. So yeah,
Trauma?
Take it with it. Yeah, Trauma. Going back to fucking Toxie. I was not disappointed. I was underwhelmed by Captain America. And I wasn't the only one, because today marks 1 month since this movie came out, because it came out on Valentine's Day, February 14th. 1 month. The movie made $372.9 million. So almost $373, right? $1 million worldwide. On a budget that was oh man, I had the budget. It was like 180. Yeah, 180. Production budget, 180. Domestic, it made 179. International, it made 193. But that was a whole month. A whole month.
Yeah,
Marvel
that's bad.
movies
That's
do
low.
that.
That's not good.
Yeah, Marvel movies do that shit in one weekend. One weekend. You talking about 372 one weekend. 200 million one weekend. That's what Marvel numbers do. So that's why I asked, is this the end? Because I'll be honest with you, I got zero intentions of going to see Thunderbolts. The trailer did nothing for me. I don't give a fuck about that team. I don't care. I got zero. And then and after that, it's the Fantastic Four. And honestly, y'all know I already said
The only interesting member of the Thunderbolts can't even be there because of rights issues.
which is who.
Venom.
By the way, Game Games.
Yes.
Have you read the new Venom comic?
I have. I'm thoroughly intrigued, and I really want to know who this new host is.
So you caught up? Did you read issue 4?
I have not read issue 4. Did they reveal?
They didn't reveal, but they revealed.
Oh shit! Okay, I need to read that shit.
Yeah, I will say this without spoiling anything. Marvel Comics is doing that right. I didn't like the idea at first. I started reading it this week, and I was like, I can't stop reading it. The artwork, fantastic. That the new Venom design, even though it's not a new Venom design, but the gold plating and the spiked tongue. The
spiked tongue is really cool. The
so
human
good.
teeth kind of give him an uncanny look.
So you know what, Gams, in that regards, you should know who Venom is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I won't say shit.
No, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I can't lie. But I do like Al Ewing. I liked his Hulk run. His Hulk run, he brought oh my God, Rick Jones into this. So yeah, the mystery is cool. Who's the new Venom? But you know it really drives me crazy because again, and I'm gonna go all over the fucking place right now. Who's the new Venom? Well, if we're trying to figure out who's the new Venom, where does this fit in? And before I do that, let me just take that away. If who's the new Venom, where does this fit in? Marvel.
Ooh, something we've been waiting decades for.
Spider-Man didn't just put the black suit back on. No, that's a symbiote. It's Venom.
Are you sure?
How could it not be? Is it a spawn? I don't know because I read the comics.
I mean, there have been plenty of times where Spider-Man has worn a cloth version of the black suit.
Am I sure? Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the meme of the century because finally it's happening. Take a look at this.
Oh my God, Venom's gonna get on Godzilla?
So if that's not Venom on Peter Parker,
No, that's Venom.
It's Venom. Then who the fuck is Venom in the black and gold? Is it Venom or is Peter Parker holding Venom and now Godzilla? Because, like it's like,
but like this is an alternate universe. It's been confirmed that none of these stories are going to take place in 616.
Oh, okay. Then let me go back to this and talk. All
There
right,
you go. You just answered your own question. The magic's gone.
there it is. The magic's
We got so excited. I was like, get ready to call Legendary up. Monsterverse is going with Marvel.
magic is gone. It's over. You know what? And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, right?
All right, time to cook dinner.
Fuck. All right, I did. Yo, on some real shit, I thought that was going to be an event in the Marvel universe because they love doing shit like that. And
No. Each issue is going to take place like in a different decade. and it's going to be like not 616 at all, and yeah.
So basically, Marvel gave Godzilla, the original run, its own universe. So this can make sense later on.
Maybe. Yeah, probably.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. I will say this, though. Everybody go read Avengers versus Aliens. Fuck, it's good. Oh, shit. It's really good. But, moving on.
But, Marvel, a lot can be said about post-Endgame Marvel. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the most poignant is probably diminishing returns.
Yes.
Because each movie is just more and more uninteresting than the last. Like, we think, oh, fucking Sam Raimi's coming back. The Marvel is saved, and then Multiverse of Madness was mid.
Yeah.
I would say less than mid. That movie was bad.
I know what you did. Yeah. Fucking Chase. I'm going with you. I'm going with you. That's my thing. It's like they got what they got. It's going. Look, when I say the MCU losing its magic, right now there's a lot more to it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I heard that Daredevil was okay. That new one that just came out.
So I'm gonna say this real quick because I am caught up now. We are caught up with Daredevil, and the last episode, episode 3 of Daredevil, that dropped. The shit opened up on a building, and I know the fucking building. It's the Gray House in Red Hook, Brooklyn. It's the Gray House. We used to do some stupid shit there. Stupid shit. I'm not going to incriminate nobody, but good God Almighty, the Gray House. And I'm like, oh shit, it's the Gray House. And later on, they confirmed that was in Red Hook, Brooklyn, where yours truly was born and raised. So I was so fucking stoked for that. I gave it an automatic pass. I don't give a fuck how bad that show goes from here to the next couple episodes. Automatic pass. You just gave me a giant monster. And it's not a giant monster, but you know what I'm talking about. In a fucking building form, the Gray House. It was great. Anyhow, Daredevil has been good. Born Again has been good. I'm not spoiling nothing, but fuck. The first 10 minutes of episode 1 is a doozy. Oh, fucking doozy. But after that, it kind of folds in and gets it. It gets it. Is it what Netflix was doing? No, not at all. But you can definitely feel some of that shit, especially with this last episode. Courtroom drama. Great. All right, that was good. I liked it. But going forward, like, what does Daredevil bring to the table? Outside the TV show. What are we going to get? Is Daredevil going to be in Secret Wars? We have no, or whatever, Doomsday, whatever the fuck they're doing as, well, first off, yeah.
I am caught up on Venom. Awesome, Spider-Man.
Who said that?
Spider-Man.
It was Spider-Man.
No, who read that?
I am caught up on Venom.
There you go.
Venomized Godzilla. Terrible.
That was terrible. Yeah.
That wasn't a comic, wasn't it, though?
No, it's coming now.
Yeah, it's coming out. It's gonna happen.
Spider-Man says, a lot more people than me wanted some kind of resolution with the Banner and Roz. With Banner not in this movie. I know interest in paying to watch it.
Like
Fuck
literally,
this movie.
why are you giving? I'm getting into it. Why are you giving the Hulk's fucking villains, both Red Hulk and the leader, to
Listen,
fucking Captain America?
I should have been the
What are you
Hulk.
fucking doing right now, Marvel?
Luthor,
Why?
was an asshole. I should have been the fucking Hulk. Sorry.
Why the fuck can't you just work out some sort of deal with Universal, just like you did with the Incredible Hulk, and do it again, and actually make some fucking solo Hulk movies? This is part of the reason why the MCU is just fucking diminishing returns, is because they're not doing it right.
Yes.
I have a lot of anger towards this too, because I have fucking hated Hulk in this MCU universe. Edward Norton Hulk has been my Hulk, and the fact that Hulk is now this dumb, grumming, fucking stupid ass wimp of a Marvel monster is so stupid. And when I saw that Harrison Ford was going to be Red Hulk, I fucking lost it. Because not only that, he is savage and he is angry and he is what Hulk should have been throughout the whole entire MCU. And now we have this woe is me Hulk, and I fucking hate it. And I agree. Like, why? You should have just put Hulk in this instead of Red Hulk. But yet again, I think Marvel can't fucking figure out the difference between the goddamn two, and they give us this stupid watered-eyes green Hulk. I hate it. And so this just, I hate the fact that this has become a thing. And yes, I want to comment on the magic of it. The magic has been gone since Endgame, and it will not come back, because also we have become a society that has become burned out of stupid Marvel, and until I don't even think it's until. I just think Marvel has become a meme. The Marvel movies are just memes. And our culture is just tearing that up. That's just what our culture does now. When things become memes, they become jokes, and people don't take them seriously. So when you get a bunch of people that are burned out of these movies because they're the same stupid butt of a joke with weak-ass written characters, what do you expect? But yeah, I don't think Marvel's going to have any saving grace at all. I think they need to go back to what they were doing with like the Marvel Knight stuff and make solo films like Andrew said.
Ooh, the Marvel Knight stuff. Damn it, Brother Chase. What the fuck do you know about that? I love it because that's
Can I
because I
also
love
say-
Ghost Rider and Hulk and Punisher. Those are my three, and you don't fuck those up, which is why I'm only watching Daredevil because of Punisher.
all right.
Can I just say that
Yes.
this picture that we've been using is the most sauceless fucking shit that I've had the displeasure of staring at ever on this podcast.
What are you talking about? That's a shot in the movie.
Exactly, and it's sauceless. What the fuck are you doing, Marvel? Where is the sauce?
Say shit.
That's the problem I had with the movie. So you look at this picture, right? General Thunderbolt Ross, President Thunderbolt Ross is now a Hulk. And
with no build
only
up
thing Captain America has is the shield, vibranium, and the wings, vibranium, right?
Wow.
But he's still fucking human. It does not matter if this Red Hulk, who is gamma irradiated and a fucking Hulk, is gonna punch down on the shield while you're blocking. All your bones are gonna break because you're not a super soldier.
How can he even lift the shield?
Listen,
you can lift the shield. The shield is like
the shield is not like Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
No, the shield.
I always thought Captain America had a strength to lifting the shield.
No. The shield is very, very light. And that's
the shield is made of vibranium. It reverberates the fucking impact. But the problem is the strength. The strength will get you. It'll hit you, and you'll be wondering why. Why am I not Steve Rogers? It's okay. I don't give a fuck about Marvel, DC.
I didn't go to you yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I love you.
It's again, that was my beef with this movie. It was like, yo, you didn't take the super soldier serum in the show, so there's no way you're able to fucking. The shield can withstand the fucking, the hits because it's vibranium, but your bones. But your bones.
I have questions about that. Have we seen the Hulk hit the shield in previous MCU movies?
No, because he never fought Captain America. He
That's
fought Thor. He fought Iron Man.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is all that concept art came out today. The Russo brothers debunked that as
I mean, we've seen Thor hit the shield.
that is
I'm
true.
pretty sure.
Yeah, but does Thor hit as hard as Hulk?
But who was holding the shield?
Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. And look. Let's not do that like that, right? Because obviously fucking Sam Wilson is Captain America in this movie. The difference between Sam Wilson and Steve Rogers outside of the shield is Steve Rogers signed up for a fucking experimental thing that could have killed him.
Yeah.
Sam Wilson was like, "Nah, I don't want the serum." That was my point with this movie. This is a Hulk. It doesn't matter. This is a Hulk. He's banging on the shield. It doesn't matter what the shield could absorb.
It would kill him.
Bones can't absorb it. And
Yeah.
that is where I'm like, yo,
So
you're losing this.
So what you're saying is, from what you're conveying, is Red Hulk is weaker than Bruce Banner Hulk.
Yeah, no, but that's in the comics.
I know, but from what the movie portrays, from what I'm gathering, is he doesn't want this.
Bruce Banner's Hulk got weaker since he became the Professor.
True.
Yeah.
I'm so glad my cinematic universe has been rebooted. Fuck, I need to stop drinking. Listen, the DC, the universe has been rebooted. MCU doesn't make sense anymore. You have a guy with a shield with wings. He takes the hit from the red guy with the big muscles. I should have been the Hulk. He hits the shield. It kills people. But like Superman, go ahead.
In the movie, there is a scene in the movie where I was like, yes! And
really?
No. There is. Look, again, I don't hate the movie. I just don't. I just don't think this is the right direction. Like nothing has happened since the last Spider-Man movie.
So, can I ask a question?
Wait. Let me tell you what I like about this.
I'm still just mad about the fact that loose ends from the Incredible Hulk are being tied into a fucking Captain America movie. But all right,
listen, stop it. It's okay.
You see what the leader looks like? Oh,
I have seen what the leader looks like.
It's terrible. It's fucking terrible. But what I will say is there is one scene in this movie where I was like, I love it. They are, and it's an Eternals thing.
Really?
Yeah, it's a reference because they're trying to
tie in.
Yeah, they're trying to fucking siphon whatever the fucking Eternals movie did. Which listen, it left a fucking an Eternal, I guess, right? What the fuck do you call them?
The Goliath.
Not a Goliath. It's not a Goliath.
That big thing that looks like Galactus but isn't?
Yeah, Goliath is the black giant man. That's Goliath.
Really?
Yes. Whatever the fuck the Eternals called, but the Celestial. The Celestial.
Yeah, the Celestial. I thought
now they're going in this movie. They're going after the Celestial because apparently in the Eternals the thing came up and then died. I don't know. I didn't watch the movie.
I thought you watched Eternals or this
no,
movie.
I would never watch. I'll watch it eventually, but no. Anyhow,
Okay.
the scene in question was dope. It was Falcon and Captain America. Okay.
Okay.
So Captain America, the original Falcon, and now his sidekick, the Falcon, Spanish dude from fucking New York. Fuck it, I'm running with it.
Okay.
But they were flying around, and it was this cool ass fucking military battle sequence, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was like, this is dope. That was probably the best part of the entire movie, in my opinion. Because when it comes to the superheroic shit, the Red Hulk and all that other shit, I was just like, there's no way this dude survives that. But when the sequence at the Celestial and the rockets going off and all that, I was like, yeah, he could. Because the way he did it, it was like, yeah, he's taking his licks. He could survive that. This is why I was mad. I was mad at this movie, and I'm like, I have no interest in the Thunderbolts. I had no interest in it before I saw this movie. And then the next movie is Fantastic Four, and I'm kind of like, that'll definitely break box office records. But personally, I don't give a fuck about it.
You know what else is not going to work out with the fucking Thunderbolts? Another member of the Thunderbolts is missing. That's Norman Osborn.
But remember, you gotta remember, they're not doing the comic book. This ain't the 616.
But no, that's what they're saying. They're saying the MCU is 616. That's what they constantly fucking call the thing in these movies.
Yeah, but you can't do that and then not have Norman Osborn. What are you gonna have, Willem Dafoe?
Exactly. So like these fucking movies just need to fucking reboot, just like DC.
So listen, we're gonna stop it all. We're gonna stop it all here. We gotta get to absolute Batman. Wonder Woman.
That's not a part of this podcast.
I know. I'm just
that shit out of here. All right, I run the stream here.
So here's my question to you, because you watched this. Does it set up what Marvel's trying to do with the Russo brothers with Doomsday and Secret Wars?
No.
Then what the fuck is the point?
Yes, in a sense, but no, in the sense that this is a glorified TV show.
Then, so it's a finale to the Winter Soldier show. And
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
The machine gunnist.
Yeah.
That's disappointing.
Exactly. And that's the thing. It's like, all right, you know what they're banking on? They're banking on the movies they didn't have yet. They're banking on a Deadpool Wolverine. They're banking on a Fantastic Four.
They're banking on Red Hulk.
No, Red Hulk didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't
work. What?
It does not work.
Then what's the fucking plot? I know the plot. Like, spoilers, I won't say shit. I know the plot. Then what's the fucking point? You have Red Hulk as a villain of the week? Is this really what we're doing? Like, continuing the villain of the week?
It's just because they don't know how to write these characters. They don't know what to do with these. I feel like what has happened is that there was a time period where we had writers that knew how to handle these characters, and now there's just a bunch of people that either have left the studio or got fired that just don't know what the fuck they're doing anymore.
And this is what makes me check out of Marvel. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be that guy. This is what checks me out. The comics, with their plethora of lore with DC, pull me in. Marvel with their cinematic universe, it's like kryptonite to me. I can't.
Yeah,
because I don't feel a need to connect. Whereas like Wonder Woman, the first movie made me connect. The second movie was garbage, but the fucking Snyder Cut of Justice League connects me. This is just me. I'm just saying.
They're
Go ahead.
also banking on Doctor Doom, and I don't know if that's going to work out the way
it's
they
not-
think.
I'm going to tell you right
I
now,
agree with you, Chase.
Oh,
I-
no,
it's not going to
It's-
work.
It's not going to work because it's just the cheapest of cheap ways to get Robert Downey Jr. back in the fucking MCU.
Mhm.
No,
don't even
that
think-
in a
I don't-
fucking check.
I don't even think that's the. I don't even think that's it. I know that like I mean, legit. Yeah, let's get Robbie Johnny Jr. back in, but that might backfire. Legitly.
Well, I mean, you already can still see people are talking shit about the fact that they feel like it's a cop out because he needs money or whatever because
It's
he's
not
back,
Hear me out. Hear me out. Bringing Robert Downey Jr. back as Doctor Doom isn't inherently a bad thing, right? He has the charisma. He has the acting ability. He has the star power.
I think with his face being plastered as Iron Man, it's just going to be a bad taste, and I think it's a
You
wasted potential. I think there's so
put
many
the
better
word-
villains out there, better actors that could portray Doctor Doom so much better than Robert Downey Jr.
Dude, you put
I
the words in my mouth because inherently that's the problem. Robert Downey Jr. started the MCU. You're telling me he's going to... I can't say it ends it. He's the face that starts it. Is he the face that ends it?
JR, you're onto something. You're onto something.
Yeah.
You are. He started it. He's gonna end the MCU as we know it because that's exactly what Secret Wars is. It's a reboot.
But-
it's a reboot.
No, I
Secret Wars in
understand.
the comics is a reboot. So
No, and
Started
not
with
only
Doom.
that, real quick. The Russo brothers came out yesterday and said the leaked images of Doomsday were false. It's bullshit. They said Dr. Doom, Victor Von Doom, is going to be an alternate universe Doom. We'll find out in Fantastic Four with Galactus, which I won't even fucking get started here. But they said when it comes to Doom, with Robert Downey Jr., he started it. What's wrong with him ending it? And that's my problem.
Because he's probably going to end it in a way where everyone's going to be upset and be like, "This was a waste of time."
The Russo brothers said it. Get on
Yeah,
Twitter.
but that's a cryptic message, and like of course that's what they said that, but the outcome is not going to be the way they think. It's going to be Robert Downey Jr. ruining it. Because look, let's face it. When was the last time we saw Robert Downey Jr. play a villain? The Shaggy Dog with Tim Allen. He was terrible as a villain. It's not going to work out.
Oppenheimer. But the Shaggy Dog, we could have downplayed the Shaggy Dog. Hold on.
I thought Natural Born Killers. Natural Born Killers.
Natural Born Killers as well. Robert Downey. Oh my God. Yes, because he was the cameraman. He was the face of the news media.
He was the interviewer, and then they made him
the
cameraman, and then he went, "Oh," and that was the last time I seen him since fucking Iron Man.
Listen, we watched Natural Born Killers. Let's go.
Great movie. I mean, let's fucking go.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
But no, like I get what everybody's saying, like, and legit.
Oh fuck.
To me, it's the beginning and the end, the alpha, the omega. Yes,
It is.
Robert Downey Jr. Fine, but do we have to wait to get there? And again, is Disney gonna spend the money? Look, Captain America, it broke even. It broke even after a month. These movies break even after a weekend. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So, like, this is done. Captain America
and that's where the argument of diminishing returns comes in is it superhero fatigue or is it Marvel and Marvel? Because DC
we'll find
is
out
gone.
July 11th. We'll find out on July 11th.
Yeah,
and
seriously.
also, I think it could be a bit of both. You know,
I think so. Like, I'm a DC fanboy. I'm not gonna fucking listen. My birthday, I chose the topic. It was DC. Like, I'm not gonna die that I'm a DC fanboy now, thanks to G1, my buddies. I love y'all. You know who you are. I'm down for it. But when it comes to Marvel, they're not appealing. How does Falcon, the Winter Soldier, and Red Hulk in a movie tie in to Doomsday and Secret Wars? It doesn't. It doesn't. It's a season finale to a TV show. Fine. If that's what Disney wants to do, they have the money to do it. I'm not going to sit here and tell them don't do it. Because there's fans of that shit. Just like the Punisher and Daredevil. I don't give a fuck. Enjoy your shit. But this ain't it. You're continuing a over 15-year, 20-year legacy at this point. They're tying in shit now with Deadpool and Wolverine that's well over 20 years old. They're tying it into the MCU, and they're all making it one, and they're going for this Secret Wars. And the Russos came out and said it's going to be a mixture of the original and the 2000 Secret Wars. I got that date wrong. I'm sorry. Kill me.
know,
I'm sorry.
Rob has not spoken like in a
He's
minute.
beautiful. I'm sorry. Rob, go ahead.
Well, originally, I was going to say there's a bit of a fucking glitch in the Matrix right now. And apparently a 2003 movie monster series Godzilla has just been unveiled unofficially. So that's fun and exciting. But I really wanted to say here is just that, is Marvel incapable of recapturing the magic?
Oh, yes.
And I have to agree with both Chase and JR and Gams, everybody that's spoken before me. But I need to say it as this. I'm not a comic book reader. I am not aware, nor do I know any of the origins or any of the things that this is supposed to mean. But when you can't capture my need, my insatiable want to go to a movie theater to see your movie, I think you have a problem. Because with the first trailer, I was like, oh, this looks like fun. And it's fucking, it's here on this channel. Me saying, this looks like fun. It looks like a great spy thriller type movie. But the more I saw of it, the more I just got turned off from it, because it just started feeling like your basic, everyday Marvel movie.
And isn't that inherently the problem, though?
No,
it absolutely is, because the Marvel Cinematic Universe hasn't been able to reinvent itself after Endgame.
Absolutely.
Yes.
They tried. They tried,
but they absolutely crashed and burned. And I don't mean to be that guy, but I was one of those people that said you should have just ended it there.
I agree. I'm with you.
Because
last week we talked about epilogue. You should have just ended it at epilogue.
I agree, because you can't do it again. And it's clear you can't do it again.
Here's the thing with Marvel. You continued after Endgame, fine. If you go by the comic, just a comic book, we led up to a big event, the event ended,
what do you
go to the single issues.
What comic are you talking about?
You focus on certain characters.
No. What comic are you talking about?
I'm just saying in general.
Okay.
I'm just saying in general, not focusing on anything. You go from the big event, you focus on individual issues of certain characters, you build them up to the next big event. This seems a case of we built up a single character to their event, and not the bigger fucking event that's coming in 2 years. That's the problem. They're building these, they do the stories, the individual issues. You have their events, but the bigger crossover event, the big picture shit the fucking Crisis on Infinite Earths, the Secret Wars, the fucking oh my fucking god events. You have nothing. They're not leading into that. And that is personally my problem, because you're sitting here saying Doomsday, Secret Wars. Doomsday, you introduce Doctor Doom, a pinnacle of Marvel as a villain that you haven't fully fleshed out in the MCU. And then you go to Secret Wars. The only Marvel thing that I thoroughly enjoy. I own the trade. I fucking love it. I love how Spider-Man gets the black suit. I could sit here and fucking gush about that. I love the original Secret Wars, and I know this isn't an adaptation of just that. But I love it. And that's the problem. That's what it's supposed to lead into. And we get this. Captain America fights Red Hulk in adamantium. I don't care. How do you bring the X-Men in? How do you bring the Fantastic Four in? How do you fucking
beat through the multiverse? That's why JR it's called the multiversal saga. Fucking that.
I know.
This is
seems
why
like the multiverse
tag has just become an excuse to just make gibberish.
Yes,
I agree. I agree
with that. I agree with that, because where do you go with the multiverse? Everything's a fucking multiverse. The Fantastic Four movie coming out. I don't want to dog on it. We said our piece fucking 2-3 weeks ago. That is my biggest problem and my biggest worry. You're setting up a multiverse Fantastic Four that has no bearing on the greater story other than they serve a plot point. That scares me with the MCU.
Like I said, this wasn't it when I watched it. I was like, there was a lot of missing pieces, and I just don't feel like this is the MCU. It hit its peak at Endgame, and I'm not an Endgame fan. I love Infinity War and I love No Way Home, but Endgame, that was it. It's the end game.
This is an obligation at this point.
It really
That's
is.
the problem.
Yeah. It makes me wonder if some of the reason why these films have crappy quality too is because they've just been really bad recuperating financial money.
Listen,
I don't think it's that. I honestly don't think it's that. I just think it's, what do we do? Like, how do we make it interesting?
If you have an obligation to continue after Endgame, which is a finite conclusion to the MCU cinematic universe from 2000, whenever the fuck Iron Man came out, to whenever the fuck Endgame come out. Fine. You want to continue this saga. My whole thing was start simple. And I've said it back whenever the fuck we talked about it. You start simple, you build upon it. You start simple, build upon it. You focus on individual characters. Disney Plus was the perfect way to go about it. Loki, Captain America.
Yeah, I agree with Rob.
Daredevil.
I agree with Rob.
You don't think so? You focus on...
because you're alienating a bunch of people that don't have that streaming service.
Absolutely.
You're alienating hundreds of millions of people that don't want to watch supplementary material. You should have waited. There is no fucking let's jump on this the next year later. You should have fucking waited until you had a goddamn plan, because you're still feeling it to this day.
And I get it. I get it. But from what Disney tells us, they're the ones that are the #1 streaming service platform in the world.
There's also another thing, real quick. There's also another thing, and in all honesty, to give a fair shake to Disney, right? There is the COVID.
Yeah.
Nah, you know what? You know what?
Yes and no.
The small
I'm gonna
blockbusters
be
around.
I'm gonna be devil's advocate there. Because if you're Disney and you're touting that you're the number one everything and all of everything, your movies and your streaming service fucking exclusive shows should be both reviewed and performing better.
And
they're
sold on physical media.
No, I
Yeah.
get that. But what I'm trying to say is, all right, like their next chapter after Spider-Man No Way Home, because that pretty much closed the chapter on the first half of the MCU, right?
No,
That's 10 years.
that closed the chapter for nostalgia.
No, not nostalgia. No, it didn't. It closed the chapter for that first half of the MCU.
Hear me out.
They know they're making money. So now how we make more money?
Well, that's the point. That's the whole point. They closed that chapter of the MCU by getting, listen, you and me watched it together in the same room. I had the same reaction seeing it in theaters as I did watching it next to you.
Same.
It is the definitive closing fucking chapter because it appealed to what you and me grew up as, minus the cartoons, animated series, blah, blah, blah. Live action Spider-Man from Raimi.
Yeah.
It concluded it. It ended it. It's over. Done.
Andrew Garfield Spider-Man too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not gonna just say, oh, it made me fucking feel satisfied because I got my ending to Raimi Spider-Man.
That's not that. You and me were teared up. We hugged each other. We're like, this is the greatest shit ever. It happened.
I'm talking about the idea of the multiverse with Spider-Man. The Spider-Verse works for that movie.
Oh no, fucking
especially
Andrew.
Especially when you have Spider-Verse movies animated with Miles. So I can get the best of both worlds. Yeah. Give it to me. But
that's the thing. Do the best of both worlds translate? I agree. I think best of both.
I'm not gonna just give props that it ended the Raimi verse.
I think
it also did what Mark Webb. You know,
I also think it just ended the overall string of fucking quality because now it feels like they have very little to fucking go off of, and that's very obviously mirrored with their fucking performances and how people are reviewing it and feeling about it.
Well, if you go by whatever the fuck we shouted out earlier in the podcast, Tobey Maguire signed on to Secret Wars.
But
it's confirmed.
That presents another fucking question, though. It's like at that point, is your product a success because it's good, or is your product a success because of nostalgia?
And that's inherently the problem with what Marvel's facing. And that's where I see it with this movie in particular. Red Hulk is supposed to be the character from the original, fucking 2003 Ang Lee Hulk?
No,
the 2008.
2008 Edward Norton Hulk.
And they even have the brain guy, the guy that turns into
character. It's the same character.
What are you talking about? Bruce Banner's not in Brave New World.
No, I'm not talking about Bruce Banner.
Are you talking about Thunderbolt Ross?
Yes, it's the same
Thunderbolt
actor.
Ross is just an essential Hulk character from the comics. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
who turns into Red Hulk in this movie?
Yeah, he turns into Red Hulk in the comics.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
He does.
It's the same actor up till Harrison Ford.
No, it's not.
The actor died, bro.
No, the guy who played Thunderbolt Ross in the 2003 Hulk movie is the guy who does the fucking Ford commercials. He's still alive.
It wasn't Samuel Elliott. No, it wasn't Samuel Elliott. Ross and
Samuel Elliott.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guys,
okay, I get it.
Hold on. Whoa. We're way off topic.
I was gonna say some Midwestern.
Thunderbolt Ross in the Incredible Hulk movie, right? With the Abomination, Edward Norton, right? Played Thunderbolt Ross in the MCU. He was in Civil War.
Yes.
He was the guy that said we got to do these Sokovia Accords. He died. He died.
Yeah, John Hurt died.
So hold on. This
Or
is
William Hurt.
all a sequel
Oh my god.
to the Ang Lee Hulk.
No,
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No,
Watch
it's not.
Ang Lee Hulk.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, will do it because I'm gonna have a conversation with this motherfucker right here.
Oh, I'm about to pop your fucking brain when you realize that Ang Lee Hulk at the end, he's speaking of Bruce Banner in Southern America.
Bro, you're out of your fucking gourd.
No, it's there.
But did you see the movie? Because Ray saw the movie.
Not
No,
this
that's
pile
not
of
even
shit. No
MCU.
one cares about this.
Doesn't have nothing to do with the MCU. That's why they did the Incredible Hulk to restart it. Come on.
yeah,
man.
The Incredible Hulk was a
but-
reboot. It was not a sequel.
Right.
Okay, how do you reboot it but continue what was not a part of the reboot?
This motherfucker's like, oh, then lose.
Dude, he was in the jungles of Mexico. He wasn't in Brazil.
You mean like the end of the Ang Lee Hulk?
No, I'm saying at the end of the Ang Lee Hulk, he was in the jungles of Mexico. In fucking the Incredible Hulk, he was in Brazil. 2 different places.
Like 3 feet away.
No.
The Amazon jungle, Brazil. 3 feet away.
Just next door.
Okay.
Literally just next door.
What is that? What is that gaming phrasing called? Swatting? Swatting, right?
Oh
I don't know
no.
what swatting
Yeah,
is.
I'm gonna swat JR right now. I'm gonna
No, don't call the cops on his in his area and get the fucking cops to
Do
fucking
it.
bust down
Be a
his
man.
door.
he's gonna get deported for wherever Ang Lee Hulk's movie.
Let's
left off.
finish out the chats and then we'll end this.
There's no more chats. It's over, Prime.
Okay.
Unfucking believable.
I gotta get my dinner out of the oven, guys.
I gotta go make dinner.
They made it confusing.
Ladies and gentlemen, this podcast went on way too long. An hour longer than I
Dude,
thought.
we're a Lord of the Rings movie.
Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Anyhow,
Hey.
that'll do it for this episode of the G Show podcast of the Geek Out. I want to thank all of the cohorts, starting with you, G73, aka Megsy, aka my brother Chase. Thank you for joining.
Oh, it was a blast, guys. I love talking to you guys about this stuff. It's been great.
Next, I'm going to you, JR, because you are a fucking motherfucker that I love to death. You're my brother.
Listen, I love all y'all brothers. And listen, Gem State Comic-Con coming up May. I have a panel interviewing fucking guests. Have a whole fucking thing live stream for fucking 2 days. Y'all motherfuckers let me know. I fly your ass here. And we fucking do it live. We do it live. Like WWE wishes they could do. G1's gonna fucking Cody Rhodes my ass.
Hi. He has no idea how bad I'm going to fucking Cody Rhodes.
Listen, you're gonna slap me and fucking rupture my eardrum, but listen,
Jams,
I
thank
love
you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks for enjoying my the revelation that this tablet makes my voice so
Yeah,
clear
what
and
the fuck?
sultry.
Really good.
Listen.
I'm gonna go make some chili mac now.
before
10
you
out of
do
10.
it,
Alright.
please say suffer and succotash.
Suffer and fuckatash.
You're beautiful.
And last but not least, Brother Rob, thank you for hanging out way past your bedtime.
Thank you for having me. As always, it's a joy and a pleasure. And I hope nobody took offense to anything that I said here in this podcast.
Absolutely not, you
What
kid.
is he saying? What the fuck?
Because-
wait, is this the end of the month? Is this one of those unpopular?
What the fuck?
No, I'm just saying because I understand how the world works these days.
Rob, you-
Shut the
listen.
fuck up. Shut the
I
fuck up.
shut
with
your
fucking
fuck up.
face. No, you shut your fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I
with
shut
your
your
fucking
fuck up.
face. I'm just saying. Sometimes I get heated. I am a little
Good.
inebriated at this point, and I just want to say, I'm not speaking out against you. I'm speaking out against a general audience that is not media literate whatsoever.
Rob,
It's not you, it's them. And it's
I
not
get it.
It's them.
If anything, it made us love you even more, Rob.
Listen, Rob, we love you. We love you for your opinion here. Seriously.
Well, with that being said, everything after 1989 Godzilla related is absolute dog water and nostalgia.
He's a fucking liar. He's a fucking piece of shit.
I gotta end it on that.
No, I'm glad he said exactly that.
Yeah.
That'll do it for this episode of the G-Show podcast, ladies and gentlemen. This is the live stream. We out of here. I want to say thank you to all my cohorts. I love them all. Legit. Seriously, everything.
Yeah.
Everybody.
I can put it back in. I mean, I turned the stove off.
We out of here. Peace.
And his name is John C.